exceptionally well.
Yeah, and he's got some experience after he played high school football here at Scott, went on to West Virginia State University and played. Then he got into the coaching ranks in the Danville Hawks, started coaching them and then moving up and got connected back up with Coach Shane Griffith and then coached. And then when Coach Dolan came along, he stayed on. And so he knows this program inside and out. He's just got to put his twist on it to see if he can make things work.
Yeah, and that's the big thing that you have to do, especially as a first-year head coach. You got to figure out a way to do it your way. He's coming off. Jeremy had a very successful tenure here. I know last year didn't go the way they wanted it to, but you want to keep the traditions that have been happening, but you got to find a way to put your own spin on it.
And across the way, you've got the black and orange from Chapmanville. They had their best team or record in school history at 12-1, and I tell you what, they had a couple of defenders there. Senior Jax Topping racked up 113 tackles in 2005, and then David Browning, another experience there on defense. So they've got some experience on both sides of the ball. They lost, obviously, some seniors, but Coach Belcher knows how to rebuild that team as well.
Yeah, and I think you hit the nail on the head. Probably the talk of the entire, Class AAA playoffs last year was how in the world did Chapmanville go to Bridgeport and knock off a team that was heavily favored not to just win that game, but to win the entire AAA division. And they went up there. And to be completely honest with you, I felt like that game was never really close. It was close on the scoreboard, but Chapmanville had control of that game from the opening kickoff. And to go up there and do that and be able to do what they did was very impressive, even though I don't like Chapmanville as a player. We're bred to hate them, I should say. But it's one of those things to where you got to give credit when credit is due. And hats off to Coach Belcher and that entire Chapmanville staff and that entire Chapmanville roster, because they went up there and they stood their ground, stood toe-to-toe with a very, very, very talented and storied program and come out of there and was able to move on.
Speaking of Chapmanville, you look across the field tonight, and there's bleachers over there is already probably a good 85-90% filled. So Chapmanville traveling well tonight. Of course, they're only 15 minutes down the road, but expect a good crowd. And the Skyhawks fans are coming out as well. We need to take our first break. We'll step aside, and we'll be back with more on.
I just want to say hi to my son, Reese. He is listening.
Okay.
My wife. So sorry.
Yeah, we got to have Reese. Reese comes up and sees us from time to time. So anyway, we need to take a break. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with more of our Caldwell Insurance pregame show here on WZAC, WZAC925.com, and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Pharmacy goes above and beyond normal everyday service to make sure your prescriptions and medical needs are met with the highest standards. If you take multiple prescriptions a day, talk to Miller Brothers Pharmacy about multi-dose packaging. Your prescriptions are packed into a convenient package with a date and timestamp when it needs taken. Conveniently located with a drive-up window and free delivery within the Madison and Danville area. Miller Brothers Pharmacy, Main Street, Madison.
If you're in the market for a new ride, you'll find that there are many good reasons to buy your next car at Stevens. That's right, Stevens Auto Center in Danville. Maybe the reason is our great selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles that are on sale every day. Or maybe it's the new Fords that are arriving daily. And maybe it's a used vehicle. We have an awesome selection with over 200 to choose from. Shop us online all the time at stevensauto.com or come see us at Stevens Auto Center in Danville.
This is 92.5 WZAC, Danville, Madison, West Virginia.
Welcome back to the Caldwell Insurance pregame show. Joining us now is the head coach of the Scott Skyhawks, Nick Mullins. And, Coach, game one, you've had a few months to prepare. What's the game plan tonight for the Skyhawks?
Just go out there and be physical, win the game in the trenches. You know, it starts at the front with the line. If we can win that, I feel like we can get out there and, come out with a W.
You've had, like I said, a few months to get to know your team a little better. Of course, you've been around a few years, and you know pretty much your talents. And so, how do you work those in to come up with your offense and defense?
A lot of the kids, are still trying to get everything that we're teaching to a T. They're still learning every day, still trying to work on the little things, and just get to the point where, they're not thinking and overthinking. If they can just get out there and play ball, I think that's the biggest thing, and just have fun.
You, in the opening game tonight, you take on Chapmanville. You went on the road over there last year, and they had a pretty good showing. So what's the game plan for the Skyhawks to shut down the Tigers?
Just play fast, play physical, be smart, go out there and just fly around. And again, just beat them in the trenches. They're about like us. They lost a lot in the last couple of years. They lost a lot last year as far as a lot of key players. And, I think we can kind of take that in and use that to our advantage and use what we have to, maybe put them at a disadvantage and kind of control the game.
Taking a look at the offense tonight for the Skyhawks, you got Cooper Grant coming back, but then you've got a lot of new faces on this Skyhawk offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, we got a lot of new guys that you're probably going to hear their name in the next couple of years. I will 100% say that. Like these new kids we got coming in as far as the freshmen, they made a lot of noise at the middle school level with both Jeffrey, and he done a great job teaching them how to play. But, they're going to make some noise, and I got a lot of guys, sophomores and juniors, and also my seniors that I've worked hard this offseason that, are going to get out there and I think shine and give us some solid minutes and make plays.
On the other side of the ball, you got a little bit different scheme on defense as well. You got Nick Tree back with you this year. So what are we looking at on defense?
We're going to be running a 4-2-5, and basically that defense is kind of set to put more athletes on the field, fly around, be faster, and just put your best athletes out there and control. Chapmanville is a spread team. At some points they have 5 wide, 4 wide, and then, they try to go here and there, try to get tight. But, they're trying to spread you out this year. So the 4-2-5 is putting, 4 on the front line, 2 linebackers, and just 5 DBs to fly around. And we got a nickel hybrid where, that can be a linebacker, a safety, or even a corner if we get to a situation we need to cover.
You've watched game film, how do you feel like you match up against the Tigers?
Up front, they got 2 good linemen. I know the Browning kid and the Topping kid, they're really good guys. They play hard, they play fast, they play physical, and they're good athletes. But overall, we got, 2 or 3 of those guys, and I'll give kudos to them. They're good ball players. But, and they got some really good athletes out there on the wide. They got the quarterback, Dalton, who's, started since a freshman. And, he's a good kid. And it looks like he's, grown a lot since the last 2 years we've played him. And we just got to get pressure on him and get him flustered and hopefully make some bad choices on our end.
Question of the night. This is your first game as a head coach. Got any jitters, or you feel like this is just another day in the office?
Of course you're going to have some moments of thinking and just kind of want it to slow down. It's been a hectic week. Just everything that you can imagine has been coming up, and you got to do this, you got to do that. But honestly, at the end of the day, it's just a game. I've played this game all my life. Now I'm stepping into it as a head coach, so I'm sure there'll be some, nervous jitters in there, but I'm just excited to be part of this, be part of this team, and to lead these boys out here on the gridiron, and hopefully go out there and get a big win against a tough AAA opponent against Chapmanville, especially with the 119 rival trophy and 119 quarter G battle trophy.
Anyway, Coach, good luck. We'll have a couple more sessions with the coach during our halftime show tonight, and hope to catch up with you after the game. Coach Nick Shreve, head coach of the Scott Skyhawks. We'll be back with more of our Caldwell Insurance pregame show after this. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on WZAC, WZAC925.com, and Video Productions.
Something fresh has arrived in Madison. Market on Main, a new regional destination for local produce, meats, dairy, baked goods, honey, jams, and unique artisan creations, is now open every Thursday through Sunday. Brought to life by the Boone Memorial Health Foundation, Market on Main will be a place to shop local and even find events, workshops, and family-friendly live entertainment. Market on Main. Come grow with us. Visit bmh.org to learn more.
Today's cars feature technology we once only dreamed about. Unfortunately, no one's invented anything yet that stops that minivan from pulling out in front of you or that bedroom dresser from falling off the back of that pickup truck. That's why more and more folks in West Virginia are switching to the FB Insurance Company, West Virginia. Whether it's auto, home, or farm insurance you need, we're there to provide the protection and service you expect. For more information, contact Farrell & Hill Insurance Agency, 492 Main Street in Madison.
Hi, it's Elise. Picture this: the sun shining, your windows down, your favorite song playing on the radio, and you're behind the wheel of something new. At People's Bank, we make that moment a reality with our auto loans. With pre-approvals, fixed rates on new and used vehicles, and flexible terms, getting an auto loan is straightforward and takes only minutes. No guesswork, no hassle, just a loan designed around your needs and financial goals. Learn more at pebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC.
I walked into McDonald's. I wasn't even going to get the Big Mac. I had a plan. But then the guy in front of me goes,
"The Big Mac Extra Value Meal is $8? Yeah, I'm getting that."
$8? Mouth-watering Big Mac? World-famous fries? Refreshing Dr. Pepper? $8? I forgot what I came in here for. Oh, yeah. I'll get the Big Mac Extra Value Meal, please. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Promotional pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up Inc.
WZAC-FM, Danville, Madison.
Welcome back to Scout Field, where we have already had the national anthem. The band is still on the field, and the Skyhawks are getting ready to hit the field to take their final warm-ups and get ready for tonight's contest with the Chapmanville Regional Tigers. And let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups tonight. I don't think we were able to get the Tigers starting lineup. We were doing well to get a roster. Is that correct?
We know Dakota Dalton's the quarterback.
Yeah,
that's about it.
He's been there for 2 years. I'm sure they're not going to make any changes there tonight. We'll go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for the Scott Skyhawks. Let's take a look at the defensive starting line. They are going to go with a 4-5-2 defensive scheme tonight. In the middle at nose guard, a sophomore, number 50, Braden Woodrum, comes in at 5'10", 235 pounds. At the defensive tackle, big number 75, a sophomore, Gavin McMickens, 6'3", 353 pounds. At the defensive end positions, on the left will be number 52, a senior, Charlie Ball, comes in at 5'11", 245, and on the other side, big number 77, senior Eli Gillespie, 6'4", 280 pounds. Middle linebackers tonight for the Skyhawks will be senior Cooper Grant, now wearing number 21, 6 foot, 205, and the other is a newcomer to the starting lineup, number 13, sophomore Drake Daniels, comes in at 5'10", 180 pounds. At the nickelback position will be number 15, senior Maddox Mills, comes in at 5'5", 145 pounds. And on the other side of the cornerback is number 12, senior Jerry Hick, 5'10", 135 pounds. At the free safety position will be sophomore Tanner Simmons, wears number 0, 5'10", 145 pounds. And the other side is number 8, another sophomore, Jake Sanders, 5'10", 155 pounds. And the strong safety, a freshman, number 27, Bentley Halley, 5'11", 160 pounds. So you can just see how young this starting lineup is on the defensive side of the ball. And now let's take a look at the offensive starting lineup for your black and gold team. Wearing number 50, sophomore Braden Woodrum is the center. At right guard, number 52, senior Charlie Ball, 5'11", 245 pounds. And the left guard is sophomore Ryan Mounts, 5'6", 160 pounds. At tackle will be on the left side will be Eli Gillespie. On the other side, Gavin McMickens. At the tight end position, a junior, Liam Franchini, 5'8", 160, wears number 24. And on the other side is Jake Sanders. In the backfield will be senior Cooper Grant, number 21, 6', 205. He'll be getting the start at fullback. Tailback, number 13, Drake Daniels. And number 27, Bentley Halley. The starting quarterback, sophomore Tanner Simmons. Simmons comes in at 5'10", 145 pounds. Skyhawks wearing a all black tonight with bright yellow numerals on the front and back, Hawks across the chest, and they got a gold, white, black, and stripe down the pant leg. Black helmets with the Skyhawk logo on each side, and they got a little black and gold stripe down the middle. Chapmanville Regional Tigers have not made their way to the field tonight. Let's take a look at their schedule coming up for the season. After the night, they will go on they take on South Charleston. That game will be in Chapmanville. Then they host Point Pleasant, Princeton, and Williamstown. Then they go on the road to Man, play Wayne, Logan, Mingo Central, and St. Albans. We only have 4 matching opponents this year. That is Man, Wayne, Logan, and Mingo Central. For the Skyhawks, next week we are on the road at Wayne. Then we will be home against Sissonville. Then they get an open date. Then on the road at Polka. Mingo Central on the road on October 2nd. October 9th will be homecoming. They'll take on the Logan Wildcats. Then there'll be another home event. They'll host Roane County, the Raiders. Then they'll go 2 weeks on the road at Man on October 23rd. And Sherman will be a Thursday night game this year. That'll be at Sherman on October 29th. And they'll finish up with senior night with the Riverview Raiders on November the 6th. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff after this. You're listening to Scott Skyhawk Football on WZAC.
This has been the Caldwell Insurance pregame show. Stand by. The opening kickoff is next on WZAC and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Maybe you don't need more cars. You just need the right car for your life and your budget. At Thornhill Mitsubishi, a new 2026 Outlander Sport with all-wheel control is as low as $24,950. Want more room? Save up to $6,000 on select new 2026 Outlander SE all-wheel drive models. Or get an Outlander Sport with payments starting at $399 a month with 0 cash down. Plus, buy any new Mitsubishi in August and get a $250 gas card. So, let's find the Mitsu that fits you. Find your Mitsu at ThornhillMitsubishi.com and take the road to total savings to Thornhill Motor Mile, US 119 in Chapmanville. See Thornhill for complete details.
Fall and winter are just around the corner, and Burnside Hardware in Danville has everything you need to get your home ready. Shop our large selection of steel and Cub Cadet power equipment with in-house service and parts available. Fun plumbing and electrical supplies, heaters in electric, gas, and propane, plus animal feed and deer attractants. We also carry furniture, appliances, and Valspar paints in all your favorite colors. Let our courteous staff help you with your next project. Burnside Hardware in Danville, everything you need, all in one place.
The wait is over. It's time for the kickoff of Scott Skyhawk Football. Black and Gold Football is brought to you by
Stevens Auto Center,
Caldwell Insurance Agency,
Burnside Hardware,
Handley Funeral Home,
Miller Brothers Pharmacy,
People's Bank,
Farrell and Hill Insurance Agency,
Boone Memorial Health,
Thornhill Auto Group, and by
your locally owned and operated McDonald's.
And now to bring you all the action of Scott Skyhawk football, here is the voice of the Skyhawks, Joe Linville.
Thank you very much, Mike Collins, and we are ready. The captains for both teams just went on the field, and what transpired there, Mr. Barrett?
I'm going to be honest with you. I was trying to get the start. It looks like Scott is going to receive.
Yep. Looks like Chapmanville will be kicking from our right to left. Chapmanville wearing all white tonight. A black helmet with the Chapmanville C on it with the orange and black stripe down the middle. And they have tigers across the chest, plain white pants. Back deep for the Skyhawks will be number, is that Cooper Grant? They're standing at the angle. I can't see the numbers.
Looks like it is going to be, I believe it's 27 and 29.
27 is Bentley Halley, and 29 is Ethan Sanders. And now the Skyhawks coming back to the near side of the field. They were set and ready to go. Chapmanville's huddled up, but the officials are still at midfield talking.
There's still 3 minutes technically on the game clock.
Okay. They've never stopped them before.
It's a hurry up and wait situation.
But anyway, we're expecting a good game tonight between the Tigers and the Skyhawks. Coach Nick Mullins, he's pretty excited. He feels like if his team come out and plays like they should be able to, that they can hang in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be a good test. You know, this is even though you would love to kind of ease into the season, especially with the roster that you got of the youth on the sideline of Scott. And especially not only the youth, but the youth that you're going to have in the starting lineup. You'd love to kind of ease it in. But it's going to be a good barometer, be able to see, measuring stick to see where you're at. You know what you're going to get from Chapmanville. They're going to throw the ball all over the yard, whether it be screens, whether it be curls, whether it be slants, whether it be down the field. But they also do like to run the ball in between the tackles. We've seen that last year in that first game of the season. They totaled, I believe, if my math was correct and my memory is correct, almost 290 yards on the ground. So you're still going to get that element of them wanting to run the football, but you also got to play sound in the secondary because you never know when Dakota Dalton, and he's a kid that can spin it really, really well. You never know when he's going to pull it and throw it down the field.
You know, a year ago, Chapmanville just come out and they kicked early, and that got the Skyhawks down, and it was just like they give up in the first quarter. But hopefully they're more prepared, more disciplined this season, and can get things turned back around.
If you remember, Chapmanville wanted to send a message right away because they won the toss and elected to receive.
Yeah.
To open the game, it was no. You know, in today's game, a lot of guys they want to have they want to defer it and take it in the second half, but no, they said we're going to take it, and they ran the ball down Scott's throat and never stopped all night, really.
Tonight's game officials are wearing black armbands in memory of Ronald Whitten Jr. of the Kanawha Valley Football Officials Association, who passed away earlier this year. Ronald served this association with honor, and he will be deeply missed. Our officials for tonight are from the Kanawha Valley Football Conference. The referee is Mark Akers. The umpire is Ron Runnels. The head linesman is Chad Barker. Headline judge is David Bogus. Field judge is Anthony Dunbar. And the side judge is Tommy Atkinson. And now it looks like we are set and ready to go. 12 minutes have been put on the clock. The officials have given the Tigers the ball. They have teed it up, and they are about ready to get things over. Number 21 doing the kicking for the Tigers, Ashton McClanahan.
And he has a leg. In warm-ups, he was able to sneak him in from about 50 yards. So
he's standing at the 40. Let's see. Here comes the kick, and we are underway for the 2006 season. It will go all the way in the end zone. Skyhawks just take the touchback, and they'll bring the ball out to get things started. Smart move on the hand of the Skyhawks.
Yeah, the thing you're tall on special teams, especially as a returner, is if you have to move back and try to catch it on the run, just let it play through. As soon as it goes through the end zone, it's a touchback.
Quarterback for the Skyhawks will be a sophomore, Tanner Simmons, Drake Daniels, Bentley Halley, and Cooper Grant in the backfield. Let's see how they'll come out of the huddle. Plenty of time on the section. They are set quickly, ready to go. Simmons, quarterback, will go under center. Takes a snap, turns, hands it off to number 13. He gets a break up through the foot down. He's across the 20, 25, 30. and he's brought down for a first down over across the 36-yard line. That is Drake Daniels, sophomore, and he found a hole quickly.
Yeah, pick up a 15, and he kind of dotted the I. They're running a little wing T formation, and he was the second down fullback back there. And Tanner Simmons turns around, hands it off to the left side of the formation. He makes a nice cutback once he makes it through the first wave of the line of scrimmage and is able to pick up 15 yards.
Senior Jerry Hicks into the lineup. He's in that backfield set. Scott set quickly. Here comes a man in motion. Turn right up the middle. And number 21, Cooper Grant, will cross the 40. He'll pick up about 7, maybe 8 yards. Looks like he's going to get 8 on the carry. So there'll be 2nd and 2 for the Skyhawks. Skyhawks are moving quickly. They are almost set and ready to go. Skyhawks ready. Simmons under center. Man in motion up the middle once again. And the Skyhawks will stop Cooper Grant this time. He'll go nowhere. Well, they actually give him a yard and a flag on the play, you say? Yep, in the backfield on the defensive side. So the officials will talk things over.
They come from the back, Judge. You've seen a helmet come off of a Chapmanville defender. It was number 7, which is Austin Killian. Lost his helmet on the play, so you don't know if it maybe hands to the face.
Scott picked up a yard on the play, but we're still waiting on the officials to make the call on the penalty. They're still discussing it, and it looks like it's going to go against Scott.
I believe it's going to be personal foul.
Personal foul. Number 76 from the offense.
Yeah, personal foul on Scott.
It's going to be Eli Gillespie.
Is he wearing number 76?
I think they said 76.
But I think it's 77.
Yeah, they come back and said 77.
Okay.
Now,
so instead of 3rd and 1, it's 3rd and 20. Actually, 3rd and 15. Scout set, tight formation. Simmons takes it, hands it off into the backfield, and a quick turn and a quick to the turf goes Scott's number 27. That is Bentley Halley on the carry. No gain on the play. 4th down and 15. Back to punt for the Skyhawks is Fenway Jones. Stands back at about the 18-yard line. Snap is back low. Snap. He gets the hold control. End over end kick. It takes a Chapmanville bounce at the 40, and Scott downs it. Well, no, it's still rolling inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will put it in play for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Scott's lucky right there. It's a low snap, and Fenway Jones had to play it off the carpet right there, kind of like a middle infielder. Had it pop up on him. He was able to corral it and get the kickoff, but those are always scary situations on special teams.
Chapmanville's going to spread it out. They'll send 3 receivers, 2 wide to the far side, a single wide to the near side. Dalton calling signals from the gun. Drops back, he'll keep it, comes to the near side, around the outside of 30, flag on the play. And looks like we got a flag, and Mr. Barrett saying it's holding.
Yeah, hold on the left guard. I believe it's going to be. I couldn't really tell if it was 66. They kind of all got jumbled up right there, but it's going to be a hold on the left guard as he come across. He got a big handful of jersey, and the officials immediately sent it through the flag.
Number 66 of the offense. 10-yard card, start of the practice.
So penalty against Chapmanville. Now they'll step it off. Back to the 25 and back to the 23-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Tigers. Dalton from the gun once again. Takes a snap, hands it. No, fakes it. Throws a pass. It is complete to number 14 across the 35-40, still on his feet. He's got some room, and he's taken down by the Skyhawks at the Scott 40, and it's complete to Jackson Lux, a sophomore for the Tigers.
Tackle made by Penny Hallett.
Tackle made by Scott's number 59, Charlie Ball.
All right, now we're situated. That was a 37-yard pickup.
And this time, Dalton's going to keep it. Comes to the near side, blocked around the outside, cross the 30, and another flag on the field in the Chapmanville backfield. So it could be another holding call.
It is.
Against Tigers. Holding. Against Chapmanville. Against Topping. That's going to move them back once again. And that will put the ball back to the Scott 45-yard line. First down 15 for the Tigers. Once again, they'll go with 3 wide receivers. Dalton from the gun. Got a man in motion. Comes to the far side of the field to the near side of the field. And they'll take it right up the middle. And it is number 22 for the Tigers. That is Jackson Ellison. Carries it across the 40 down to about the 44-yard line.
Jackson Ellison on the run. Brings up second down for the Tigers.
It's a gain of 9.
Gain of 9, yes. It'll be second down of 6.
Second and 6. Moves the ball down to the Scout 36-yard line.
And right now, Scott's got to do some sort, or find some sort of way to get some sort of push up front, because right now Chapmanville's offensive line is just moving them.
Dalton takes it, keeps it, goes right up the middle. He's got a big hole. He's still on his feet, crosses the 30 down to the 25, and taken down to the turf. Let's see where they mark it. He'll pick up the first down. And still waiting on them to mark it. Now they mark it, looks like, at the 28-yard line. First and 10, Tigers.
I'll mark it. It's actually at the 23.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 23.
You are correct.
13-yard pickup. Had to make sure my eyes wasn't deceiving
Oh,
me.
okay. I'm sorry.
This.
The first game jitters, you know. First game mistakes. All right, Tigers come out of the huddle. They'll send them twin receivers out wide to the near side, single wide out to the far side. Dalton takes hat and hands off up the middle, number 22, and they're just going at wheel up the middle now. They carry the ball across the 20 down to about the 15-yard line. They will mark it at the 15. It'll be second down and a long one.
Yeah, right now, Chapmanville's just running a zone run scheme right now, a zone blocking concept, and Scott's just getting no fire off of the line, and there's no one at the point of the line of scrimmage that can even get a hand on either Dalton or Ellis.
Now Chapmanville swings the 2 wide receivers to the far side, single wide out to the near side. Dalton calling numbers from the gun. He'll keep it, comes to the near side, and he gets around outside. He's still on his feet, inside the 5, down to the 4, maybe the 3. But they did bring him down before he got into the end zone.
Chapmanville lost his helmet. He must remove himself for one play of the game.
And number 50, which is Jackson Topping, lost his helmet on the play.
Okay, I thought that's what he said. First and goal for Chapmanville. Ball at the 3-yard line. Dalton takes it and goes back and forth. Finally stopped, then he's hammered back at the 5. He had nowhere to go.
No gain on the play. That's the first time Scott's been able to find any Chapmanville rusher even remotely close to the line of scrimmage so far. So.
Yeah. They still, actually, they have spotted the ball. It was a loss on the play. They move it back to the.
Well, what? Was there a penalty or something? Because the official down here has marked it off at the 3. Okay, now they're putting.
Now they move it back to the 4. I was going to say I did not see a flag.
It's the first game for everybody.
Yeah. Tigers out of the huddle. 3 wide receivers. Dalton from the gun. No, actually Dalton's not back there. It's number 1. Timeout. Chapmanville. And we'll take a 1-minute timeout. No score. 5:49 to go in the first quarter between the Chapmanville Regional Tigers and the Scott Skyhawks. We'll be back with more after this on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
I'm Jeremy Caldwell, owner of Caldwell Insurance Agency, located at 322 Phipps Avenue in Danville. We are your local insurance agent. We provide auto, home, commercial, and life insurance. We also offer health insurance here at the agency. We are focused on helping you and your family not only save money, but protect your most valuable assets. We want to make sure when the unexpected happens, we have you covered. So please call us at 304-369-9082. Caldwell Insurance. Let our family help protect your family.
Z92 Country.
Turn it up loud.
WZAC. Danville, Madison, West Virginia.
Back at Skyhawk Field, Chapmanville takes a quick timeout. They are back on the field, huddled up and ready to go. Skyhawk defense back on the field as well. And now Dalton's back in at quarterback.
Yeah, he went off thanks to our spotter / game clock operator, Justin Chafin over here. He was able to spot that Dalton did come off the field hobbling.
Okay. They take it, and into the end zone is number 15, Dakota Dalton. And Chapmanville goes on the board first with 5:45 showing on a first quarter clock.
Yeah, that time it was just a zone read right there. He fakes it to number 22, which is Jackson Ellison, and he keeps it, just goes right up the middle and was virtually untouched until he was about 2 or 3 yards into the end zone.
And it looks like Chapmanville is going to attempt to kick the extra point. Number 21 is on the kick. The ball's down. The ball is away, and it is good. And the extra point made by McClanahan. Let's step aside, take a break. We'll be back with more as the Tigers jump out to a 7-0 lead over the Scott Skyhawks here on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Miller Brothers Pharmacy is your locally owned and operated community pharmacy dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. At Miller Brothers Pharmacy, you can count on fast personal attention provided by our experienced and caring staff. They are conveniently located and have a drive-up window for your convenience and offer free delivery in the Madison and Danville area. Your community-minded pharmacy, Miller Brothers Pharmacy, Main Street, Madison.
If you're in the market for a new ride, you'll find that there are many good reasons to buy your next car at Stevens. That's right, Stevens Auto Center in Danville. Maybe the reason is our great selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles that are on sale every day. Or maybe it's the new Fords that are arriving daily. And maybe it's a used vehicle. We have an awesome selection with over 200 to choose from. Shop us online all the time at stevensauto.com or come see us at Stevens Auto Center in Danville.
And now back to more Scott Skyhawk Sports on Z92.
Back to Skyhawk Field, Chapmanville jumps on the board early with 5:45 to go in the first quarter, and they jump out to a 7-0 lead. McClanahan back to kick off once again for the Tigers. And here's the kick, a high end over end kick, and they'll just step aside, and it hits in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback, and the Skyhawks will bring it out once again.
Yeah, drive recap for Chapmanville on that last drive was 7 total plays, 4 first downs. They did have the 2 costly penalties that negated the Dalton runs for first down.
Ball spotted at the 20. Skyhawks still in the huddle. 20 seconds on the play clock now. Skyhawks come out. They come out of the huddle quick, and they set quick. Simmons under center, takes a snap, turns, hands it off into the backfield. Looked like to number 5.
You would be correct.
And that is number 5, Luke Williamson, senior running back. He picks up 3 yards on the carry, 2nd down and 7. 3.5 yards, I don't know.
Ish.
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood.
We'll take positive yardage right now.
Jerry Hicks back into the lineup for Scott. And the play clock's not even started. The game clock at 5:23. The officials over talking to one of the coaches, something about the ball. Anyway, they come off the Scott sideline with the ball.
DJ Warner get them lined out.
Well, they're taking the ball out of the game, apparently. Then they inspected them beforehand. Skyhawks come out of the huddle. 2nd and 7. Simmons turns, hands off to a running back. Up the field, he got a little bit of room, then a hard hit about at the 27-yard line. On the carry for the Skyhawks will be
27.
Number 27, Bentley Halley. And a nice little pickup of 5, 3rd down, and a short 2. Looks like the ball is spotted at the 28-yard line for Scott. Jake Sanders carries the play in. A couple of substitutions for Scott. They better move quick. They're down to 5 seconds on the play clock. 4, 2, and they got it off quick. Don't know how they did it, but they did. Don't know if they got any yardage out of it or not.
Number 13, Drake Daniels.
They got a little yardage out of it. About a yard, 4th and 1. But it looks like they're going to punt it.
Yeah, I think this is
as Fenway Jones is back to punt once again. Standing at about the same place he was last time at about the 18-yard line. Good snap. Plenty of time. High end over end kick. Bounces at the Chapmanville 44, and it takes a Chapmanville bounce, rolls straight across the field. Flag in the backfield over in front of the Skyhawk bench. I think it's a sideline warning.
Yeah. That's usually that area where it's going to come from.
Sideline warning on Scott. Chapmanville will take control of the ball at their own 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Tigers. Dakota Dalton, the junior quarterback, takes control offensively. Looks like they'll bring a receiver wide to the near side. And 2 receivers wide. Now we got number 22, Jackson Ellison, step back. And they run into a wad at the line of scrimmage. And don't know how they did it, but 3 yards after running into that bee nest, hornet's nest or something. 2nd and 7 now for Chapmanville. They move the ball up to the 47-yard line. Quarterback Dalton wants to throw. Throws one downfield, and it is incomplete. The receiver's on the ground, and he was under a ton of pressure from the Scott defense.
Yeah, he was looking for 18, which is Easton Bender, and the ball was underthrown from the route that Bender was running. Bender ended up losing his footing trying to come back to the ball. But essentially they rolled the pocket to the near side to us, and that's always a tough throw for the quarterback if you don't set your feet and try to deliver a good ball right there. So that does bring up 3rd and long.
Dakota Dalton in the backfield now. He was by himself. Now he run back, and they hand it off to number 18. He goes right. Number 18 is Easton Bender. Gain of 6 on the play. And it's going to bring up 4th down and short for Chapmanville. Looks like 4th and about a yard. So the black and gold defense trying to get pumped up to make a stop. 4th and 1, Tigers going for it. Ball at the Scott 47-yard lines. Dalton up under center. Takes it, quarterback keeper, and he'll fall forward and get the first down. They move the ball down to the 44-yard line. Tigers will pick up the first down. Gain of 3 on the play. First and 10, Tigers. Play clock at 9 and rolling. Dalton in the backfield by himself. Pauses, goes to the right side. He is tripped up, and he'll pick up maybe a yard. Yeah. Second down and 9 for the Tigers.
I would be interested to see, and this is just the layman talking to me, as the season goes on, as this game progresses as well, how much they want to really run Dakota Dalton. As much as he means to this offense, I'm not saying the backup's not capable, but he's not a kid you want to see to go down. He's already taken a couple big hits and him limped off the field once.
Yep. Dalton from the gun takes a snap, hands it off, and he's caught in the backfield by big Eli Gillespie. Loss on the play of a yard, maybe 2. Let's see where they spot it.
Brings up third down.
It's going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Tigers.
Yeah, we said it, Joe, after that first drive, that someone up front had to make a play and find a way to be able to push somebody from that up front to be able to get in the backfield, and big Eli Gillespie was able to do that.
And we got a Chapmanville Tiger player down. We got a timeout on the field. Not sure who the player is, but Gillespie timed that perfectly to get into the backfield and make the stop, and the loss of 1. 3rd down 10 now for the Tigers, and it looks like we got a Chapmanville player. Looks like he's just retreating for cramps. Anyway, taking a look a week ahead, Tigers will be on the road at Wayne. Skyhawks will be on the road at Wayne.
However,
it's first game mistakes.
Chapmanville will be home, but they went from an opponent that they probably come into this season thinking, well, this is a good win, but that South Charleston game now takes on a whole
yeah. They looked good last night.
Yeah, I know Nitro's down because coach left and
all the players left and transferred back to their home schools.
That doesn't change the way South Charleston looks. So that will be a really good game next week in Chapmanville.
Set, ready to go. Chapmanville, 3rd and 10. Dakota Dalton all by himself in the backfield. He takes a snap, drops back, rolls left, throws the pass complete, wide open at the 40 or the 36-yard line, and they take him out of bounds at the 35, and that will be
short.
Well, they started to move the sticks, but I think they are short by a yard. They are. They marked the ball at the 35, and they needed to get to the 34. It's going to be 4th and 1. But that receiver should have never been wide open like he was.
I believe when we seen the incomplete pass earlier in this drive, that was the play that they were trying to run off of that. And the receiver or the quarterback wasn't sure what route was running because that one was a lot more crisp and on the money.
Dalton from the gun. Empty backfield. Now we got a back to his right. And Tigers are going to take timeout. 37 seconds go in the quarter. Chapmanville takes a timeout. They lead it 7-0 here on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Feeling sick or dealing with a minor injury and don't want to wait? The Walk-In Care Center at Boone Memorial Health Danville Clinic is ready to see you today. They're open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. with no appointment and no long waits. Just quality care for minor illnesses and injuries for patients of all ages. Visit the Walk-In Care Center at BMH's Danville Clinic at 304th Street in Danville, or learn more about the clinic online at bmh.org.
West Virginians believe that if you truly want to take care of something valuable, say your car or your home, you don't just turn it over to strangers. Maybe that's why more and more folks are insuring their cars, trucks, farms, and homes with FB Insurance Company, West Virginia. Make the switch. We're committed to providing honest, trustworthy service to help you experience the calm after the storm damage. The FB Insurance Company. Coverage when it counts. For more information, contact the Farrell & Hill Insurance Agency.
Back at Skyhawk Field, Chapmanville set and ready. Dakota Dalton on 4th and 1. They hand it off, and he'll get around, still on his feet across the 30. Inside down to the 26, 27-yard line. Nice little run by the running back here for Chapmanville, number 22. Jackson Ellison pick up the first down easily and then some.
Yeah, he had the first down easy, but he made a really nice cut back to the middle of the field that was allowed him to pick up another 5-6 yards, and really good vision there by the big fella.
Two wide receivers out wide to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Handoff once again to number 22. They catch him at the line of scrimmage, take him down. Nice job by the black and gold. Once again, number 22 for Chapmanville, Jackson Ellison. And that's the end of the first quarter play. The score, Chapmanville Regional 7, Scott 0. We'll be back with more after this on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Hi, it's Elise from People's Bank. Strong communities don't happen by accident. They're built. At People's Bank, we've spent more than a century helping individuals, families, neighborhoods, and businesses grow with confidence. Whether you're opening your first account or financing your next big idea, we're here with local expertise, guidance, and a commitment to serving and strengthening our communities. Learn more at pebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC.
Snooze button or choose button. $5 deals at McDonald's give you options. Start your day with the $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal. Or mix and match 2 for $5 and choose your favorites. Like a savory hot sausage McMuffin with egg or a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles with that sweet taste of maple. Yum! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price. Promotional pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
Now, back to more black and gold football. Here is Joe Linville and Chris Barrett.
1 quarter in the books, and the Tigers lead the Skyhawks by a score of 7-0. Now they move the ball down the field, and we are about set, ready to go. Chapmanville has its second down and 10. No gain on the first play. Ball at the Scott 27-yard line. Dalton takes it, fakes it, pass complete across the middle, and across to the 20, falls forward to about the 19, close to a first down, but it's going to be short.
Yeah, RPO action right there. He fakes the handoff, pulls it really quick, and hits Easton Bender on a little bit of a slant pattern on the left side of the field. Is able to pick up close to 9 yards right there.
3rd and 1. Dalton in the backfield. 11:33. Got to reset the clock to 11:33. Dalton in the backfield along with the running back Ellison. Hands it off to Ellison. He'll go to the right side. He picks up the first, and they're having trouble bringing him down, but once they got to him, they brought him down, but it was all the way down at the 15-yard line. It'll be a first down, Tigers.
Yeah, they're going to give him forward progress to the 14. But as you said, Joe, he's a big kid, and surprisingly, I shouldn't say surprisingly, but he has really good vision. He's able to make that first cut he makes is quick, able to find the hole. But the thing that's working for him too is he keeps his legs turning, and he's able to pick up 3 or 4 more yards after he picks up the first down, keep that pile moving.
1st and 10 Tigers from the Scott 15-yard line. Dalton from the gun. Hands it off to number 3. Goes left. Got outside. He took a hard hit quickly. Making the stop for Scott is number 8, Jake Sanders. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Drake Wells was the ball carrier for Chapmanville, and he tried to get around that outside, and initially looked like he had it, was able to get upfield. Scott does a really good job of pursuit over there, forcing him towards the sideline to cut off the angle that he had, and is able to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dalton set and ready. Single running, but no, the empty backfield. Dalton keeps it, like trying to find a hole up the middle, and he will go across the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. That's going to be it. 3rd and 9.
A really good job of gap awareness right there by the Skyhawks. They motion the running back out like they may throw a little swing pass out there. He fakes the pass, and then he just keeps it and tries to go up the middle. But Scott does a really good job of keeping gap integrity to bring him down, and was able to hold it to only a gain of 1 yard.
Play clock at 17. Plenty of time for Chapmanville. Dalton from the gun. Barks out a call, steps back. Inside 7 seconds. And they get it off the last second. Wants to throw. Comes back a little. And they bring him down inside the 10, down at the 11. Nice job down there by Scott's Tanner Simmons to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really tough play to diagnose right there. They fake like they're going to run to the left with Dalton, and we've seen him do it a lot. And he just kind of steps back and throws a little screen pass. It takes a little while for that play to develop, but a really good job there by Tanner Simmons of diagnosing it early, being able to weave his way through blockers and bring down the big fella and hold him to a yard gain.
McClanahan on to attempt a field goal from the 20-yard line. Be a 30-yard kick, and it is up. It looks good from here, and it is good as Chapmanville kicks a 30-yard field goal. We'll step aside, take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Maybe you don't need more cars. You just need the right car for your life and your budget. At Thornhill Mitsubishi, a new 2026 Outlander Sport with all-wheel control is as low as $24,950. Want more room? Save up to $6,000 on select new 2026 Outlander SE all-wheel drive models. Or get an Outlander Sport with payments starting at $399 a month with zero cash down. Plus, buy any new Mitsubishi in August and get a $250 gas card. So let's find the Mitsu that fits you. Find your Mitsu at ThornhillMitsubishi.com and take the road to total savings to Thornhill Motor Mile, US 119 in Chapmanville. See Thornhill for complete details.
Fall and winter are just around the corner, and Burnside Hardware in Danville has everything you need to get your home ready. Shop our large selection of Steel and Cub Cadet power equipment with in-house service and parts available. Fun plumbing and electrical supplies, heaters in electric, gas, and propane, plus animal feed and deer attractants. We also carry furniture, appliances, and Valspar paints in all your favorite colors. Let our courteous staff help you with your next project. Burnside Hardware in Danville, everything you need, all in one place.
Stand by for more exciting action from the Scott Skyhawks on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Back at Skyhawk Field, and the kickoff goes into the end zone once again, and Scott will take the touchback up to the 20. Chapmanville kicked a 30-yard field goal, and they take a 10-0 lead over the Skyhawks here with 8:32 to go in the first half.
Yeah, and if I'm Coach Mullins, that's a win right now. That's 100% a win with the push up front that Chapmanville's been able to get on the defensive line and open up the holes that they've been able to create to go from the first drive to that drive, even though that you did give up points. Chapmanville took the ball over at their own 44-yard line, had a short field, and Scott was able to hold.
Scott 1st and 10 at their own 20. Simmons goes under center, takes it, turns around quickly, hands it off to Scott. Hit at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be about it. Maybe a yard. Looks like number 13 for the Skyhawks, Drake Daniels, the ball carrier. He'll get 2 on the carry. They took a hard hit, though, to get those 2 yards. For the Skyhawks, it's Jerry Hicks back into the lineup, once again carrying in the play.
And I will say, so far, Scott's offensive line has done a really good job of opening up holes. What is going against them is Chapman's linebacker play is really good at diagnosing and filling those holes that they're opening up.
Quarterback takes a quick, pitches back to number 27, trying to get around to the outside on the far side of the field. He'll move forward. On the carry is Bentley Halley. He'll pick up 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6 now for the Skyhawks.
Short game brings up 3rd down for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, and I think that right there is a really good example. On the edge, Scott done a really good job of setting the edge, and it looked like Hallie was going to be able to turn the corner and get upfield, but Chapmanville's linebacker play is able to get over there and cut down the distance and force him to the sideline and just cut down what he was able to get around the corner, only able to get 2 yards.
3rd and 6 for Scott. Quickly out of the huddle, they come to the line. Simmons under, and he steps back. Scott making another substitution, sending in Maddox Mills.
If I'm Coach Mullins, I think there's a timeout right here. Yeah, here it comes, yeah.
And Scott will take a timeout. 7:02 to go in the first half. Chapmanville leads the Skyhawks by a score of 10-0. You're listening to Scott Skyhawk Football on WZAC and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Hey, this is Jeremy Caldwell, owner of Caldwell Insurance Agency. We're located here at 322 Phipps Avenue in Danville. When you call us, we want to find you the best rates, but not only that, we want to make sure you are properly covered. If you're involved in an accident, you call us. You don't call a 1-800 number. You don't call across cities. You call us. We are your local agent. We want to make sure that you get back to where you need to be. We support your local communities, so please call us at 304-369-9082. Caldwell Insurance. Let our family help protect your family.
Follow all the action of the Scott Skyhawks here on WZAC and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Back at Skyhawk Field after the Skyhawk timeout. They now leave the Skyhawk sideline, head back to the field. Tanner Simmons calling signals for Scott. The sophomore quarterback goes under center. Takes it, turns, hands off quickly. Got a little hole across the near side. Crosses the 25 up to the 30. Gain of 7 on the play. And very, very close. Should be a first down. First down, Scott.
Yeah, Drake Daniels is the one that was able to take that carry and get upfield. And he was able to find a really good hole opened up over here by a pulling guard and be able to pick up a first down.
Coming up at the half, we got a couple of interviews with Coach Nick Mullins, learn about a little bit more about him and about this team offensively and defensively. Clock rolling at 6:25 to go in the half. Skyhawks quickly to the line, quickly set. Simmons makes the call, turns, hands it off to number 27. He goes right, trying to find a little room over there. It is number 27, Bentley Hallie. And a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be holding against the Skyhawks. He actually advanced the ball a couple yards, 3 yards, but it's going to cost him due to the penalty. Illegal shift.
Well, I mean,
okay.
It's still a penalty.
It's still a penalty. That's right, on positive yardage. That's never good. They move the ball back to the Skyhawk 27-yard line. So it is first down and 15. Out of the huddle comes the black and gold. Tight. Got a man in motion. Drops back. Quarterback throws a pass coming to the near side. It is intercepted. Flags all over, and there's some interference there. And number 8 is going to carry it back inside the 10. He is held up, but there's a big flag at the, and we'll see what the officials say. It looked like he got shoved by a couple of Chapmanville Tiger players. And we'll see what the officials say. And they are bringing it back. Defense, pass interference.
Pass interference on number 8, Cooper Perry. That'll be a first down for your Skyhawks.
Or it'll be an automatic first down for Scott. And they will spot the ball at the 42-yard line. Big break for Scott. 5:35 on a turning clock here in the second quarter. Tigers lead it 10-0. Simmons under center. Turns. and it's bobbled in the backfield. And Chapmanville come up with the fumble. And that's the first turnover of the 2026 season. They get a break, and then they throw it away. Chapmanville will take control of the ball at the Scott 39-yard line. Chapmanville huddles up. 15 seconds on the play clock. And rolling, here come the Tigers. Down to 5. And they're going to have to call a timeout. And Tigers take a timeout. 5:25 to go in the first half. Chapmanville leads it 10-0 here from Skyhawk Field in Madison.
The Handley Funeral Home has been committed to providing the highest quality of services to the residents they serve since 1967. Their compassionate staff is ready to serve your family at a moment's notice. Handleys provide a wide range of service to honor the wishes of your loved ones and meet the needs of your family. The Handley family is proud to be part of our community, helping families connect, honor, and remember. Handley Funeral Home, Danville.
Miller Brothers Pharmacy goes above and beyond normal everyday service to make sure your prescriptions and medical needs are met with the highest standards. If you take multiple prescriptions a day, talk to Miller Brothers Pharmacy about multi-dose packaging. Your prescriptions are packed into a convenient package with a date and timestamp when it needs taken. Conveniently located with a drive-up window and free delivery within the Madison and Danville area. Miller Brothers Pharmacy, Main Street, Madison.
WZAC-FM, Danville, Madison.
Back at Skyhawk Field, and a long throw down the field, and it is overthrown, incomplete for the Tigers.
Yeah, intended for number 11, Walker Thompson. That was one of those things to where it was a seam route right up the middle, and Dalton was trying to let it fly and let Thompson run underneath it, but really good coverage back there by number 0, Tanner Simmons, and 27, Fort Scott, which is
Bentley Halley. Yeah. They had him covered good back there, and he was all the way into the end zone, so a good job by the black and gold defense. Second down 10 now for the Tigers. Quarterback takes it, little short throw, and it gets away from one Skyhawk, and number 59 had him in the backfield, couldn't hang on to him. That was Charlie Ball, and he goes forward for about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, a little tunnel screen out here to number 8, which is Cooper Perry. And as you said, Scott had a really good opportunity to drop him at the line of scrimmage or for a small loss, but just an air tackle there for Scott.
Third down and 7 for Chapmanville. Dakota drops back, looking downfield once again, and it is caught at the 28-yard line. It's enough for the first down. And Dakota Dalton took another pretty good lick there from a Skyhawk defender at the throw.
Yeah, this pass is complete to number 1, Brody McAllister. That's going to be a pickup of about 12 on the play. As you said, enough for a first down.
Once again, a little short throw to the far side, flag on the play. And he is into the end zone, but there is a flag on the near side of the field. And now the officials step out to discuss.
That was awfully quick play. I don't know if they got everybody set. Legal shift, yep.
Illegal shift against Chapmanville, so that one will be coming back. I'm like you. I knew they were moving awfully quick at the snap. And apparently there was some movement before the snap. First down and 15 for Chapmanville. Dakota Dalton from the gun once again. Takes a snap, hands it off, and they stop. Was there a flag? Yep, flag down here.
Legal substitution, maybe?
Illegal substitution.
Yep.
12 players on the field on defense.
Scott had 12 players on the field, so it will go against Scott. 5-yard penalty brings it up to 1st and 10 once again for the Tigers. It's his first game mistakes you make. 4:22 to go in the first half. Chapmanville leads Scott by a score of 10-0. Dakota Dalton set and ready. Takes a snap, hands it off to number 22 off the left side, and they have trouble bringing that big boy down. On the carry is Jackson Ellison. And he moves forward, wow, 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Chapmanville set and ready once again. Dalton drops back, wants to pass, and it is complete to number 18. On the catch is Easton Bender. They'll pick up the first down and move the sticks. 3-yard gain. It's 1st and 10 at the Scott. The Scott 16-yard line.
I will say I'm surprised that we're not seeing Chapmanville play with a little more tempo. I figured they would go a little bit faster with the type of offense they run. It's kind of been long.
Dalton hands off up the middle. He gets through the line, crosses over the 10 before being taken down. Gain of 7.
Gain of about 7 brings up 2nd down.
Actually, maybe a gain of 8. Looks like 2nd and 2. Handoff once again up the middle, and he's caught at the line. And Eli Gillespie made the stop, and there was 2 quick flags on the face mask. I didn't see the face mask. I seen him go down pretty quick. See the play on the video productions replay.
Oh yeah. That's the way he got brought down. To be honest,
I forget about the replays because my monitor over here is not working. So, automatic first down as they move the ball down to the 5-yard line, just inside the 5. Dalton goes from the gun once again with Ellison to his left. Drops back, rolls, and wants to throw. Flag on the play, and the officials stop it. False start. It was the running back, Ellison. So that'll bring it back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and goal from the 10. Clock rolling to 52 to go in the first half. Dalton and Ellison. Dalton rolls to the left, throws the ball down the field, complete to number 18, and he's down. Chapmanville was signaling a touchdown, but he's down at the 1, maybe 2. On the catch is Easton Bender. .222 on the clock. Chapmanville trying to run up another score before the half. Dalton goes under center. Takes it. He tries to jump over, and it will be a Dakota Dalton touchdown on a 1-yard reach over.
Yeah, there was. Once he went under center, you had a feeling it's exactly what was going to happen. First time they go under center all game. But, yeah, Scott right now, you hope after the turnover in the short field that they could have kept them off the scoreboard. You got a little bit of hope right there when Chapmanville called their final timeout to start that drive. But unfortunately, Scott just could not get off the field on a couple third downs right there.
And McClanahan kicks the extra point, and the Tigers jump out to a 17-0 lead over Scott. With 2:11 showing on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll step aside, take a break. We'll be back with more after this on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
If you're in the market for a new ride, you'll find that there are many good reasons to buy your next car at Stevens. That's right, Stevens Auto Center in Danville. Maybe the reason is our great selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles that are on sale every day. Or maybe it's the new Fords that are arriving daily. And maybe it's a used vehicle. We have an awesome selection with over 200 to choose from. Shop us online all the time at stevensauto.com or come see us at Stevens Auto Center in Danville.
Let's get back to the action. Here is the voice of the Scott Skyhawks, Joe Linville.
And the Tigers take it to a 17-0 lead. And they will kick off once again. McClanahan will tee it up at the 40 and kick from our left to right.
Do we think this one goes in the end zone?
My money is on it goes into the black and gold area of the field. Got it teed up. Here comes McClanahan. And he boots it once again. And Scott will pick it up at the 1. Across the 15, 10, 15, 20. Brings it up to about the 21. He gained maybe, I don't know if that thing would have bounced in the end zone the way it bounced. So Scott picks it up. Hallie picks it up and carries it back. Actually gets a little bit of positive yardage out of it. Brings it up to the 22-yard line. Glad I didn't make an official bet on that.
I knew as soon as I got you to say it, the opposite would happen. So.
Yeah, that's the way it usually goes. I'm always a day late, the dollar short. And Scott hands the ball off up the middle. Gain of 2 on the play. Looks like, was that number 8 that carried the ball?
Cooper Grant.
Yeah, Cooper, number 21.
Cooper Grant on the carry, gain of 3.
Gain of a long 2. I'm giving 3. Yeah, 2nd and 7.
They stepped an extra step there and got him 3. We'll take it.
Ball resting on the 25-yard line of Scott. 1:34 on a turning clock here in the second quarter. Skyhawks down by 17. And Scott, 5 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to take a timeout. Or did they take the timeout? Did they get it in?
Yeah.
We'll just keep it here because I'm sure it's just going to be a quick timeout. So far, what do you think of the Skyhawks as far as sticking to their game plan?
You can see the youth. Like I said, I do think the offensive line is doing a really, really good job of staying on their assignments and are able to open up holes. As I reiterated back in the last drive, I think Chapmanville is doing a fantastic job. Their second level, specifically the linebackers, are doing a really good job of just cutting down gaps. Defensively, I think they have done a better job of getting a push up front and kind of disrupting that running game a little bit. But right now you got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down.
On the offensive starting lineup, there are 2 seniors, Eli Gillespie and Charlie Ball, and that's it. The rest of them are all underclass. Here comes Scott. Up to the line of scrimmage. Tanner Simmons goes under center, set and ready, turns, hands it off to in the backfield. He's got some room. He's across the 35, 40, still on his feet. Brought down across the 40. Nice run and a hole opening up for number 13 for the Skyhawks, and that is Drake Daniels.
There is a flag.
Oh, great.
However, the best tackle of the night was made by the okay. The best tackle of the night was made by the back judge right there.
Oh, really?
Daniels ran right into him.
I didn't see that. Scott set and ready. Turns it off, hands it off the same play right up the middle once again. And he comes across the 45. Carrying the ball once again is Daniels. Gain of 5. 2nd down 5. 50 seconds on a turning clock. Scott set, ready. Turns and comes with the same play once again up to the 50-yard line. And they're going to be about a yard short, be 3rd and 1 for the Skyhawks.
Scott's going to take their final timeout.
And Scott will take the timeout. We'll keep it here. It's interesting where they're going to spot that ball. It should be at the 50. Now the officials wanting to change the balls.
Look at DJ running out there and getting it real quick.
Yeah, and they spot it where they should, right at the 50. Good job, gentlemen. One of the officials was giving me a hard time before the game even started. It's got to be nice to our gentlemen in the black and white stripes tonight. Got a good crew from the Kanawha Valley Football Officials League. Mark Akers, Ron Reynolds, Chad Barker, Dave Bogus, Anthony Dunbar, and Tommy Atkinson. Scott is out of the huddle. 3rd and 1. Simmons under center. Turns. Oh, and a fumble in the backfield, and he's going to be nailed in the backfield. On the carry is Bentley Halley. Ball popped out on the handoff, and Scott paid dearly for that one.
Yeah, that was just a timing play right there, and the timing was off from the get-go. Halley had to kind of slow down in order to get that handoff, and then Tanner kind of gave it to him on the hip, and it was just disastrous.
Scott's going to try to get, now they're not even going to run a play. Time expires, and we are at the half. The score, the Chapmanville Regional Tigers 17, the Scott Skyhawks 0. We'll step aside. We'll be back with more of our Farrell and Hill Insurance halftime report here on WZAC, WZAC925.com, the Skyhawk Sports Network, and Video Productions.
Something fresh has arrived in Madison. Market on Main, a new regional destination for local produce, meats, dairy, baked goods, honey, jams, and unique artisan creations, is now open every Thursday through Sunday. Brought to life by the Boone Memorial Health Foundation, Market on Main will be a place to shop local and even find events, workshops, and family-friendly live entertainment. Market on Main. Come grow with us. Visit bmh.org to learn more.
West Virginians believe that if you truly want to take care of something valuable, say your car or your home, you don't just turn it over to strangers. Maybe that's why more and more folks are insuring their cars, trucks, farms, and homes with FB Insurance Company, West Virginia. Make the switch. We're committed to providing honest, trustworthy service to help you experience the calm after the storm damage. The FB Insurance Company. Coverage when it counts. For more information, contact the Farrell and Hill Insurance Agency, 492 Main Street in Madison, insuring your local community for over 75 years.
Hi, it's Elise. Picture this. The sun shining, your windows down, your favorite song playing on the radio, and you're behind the wheel of something new. At People's Bank, we make that moment a reality with our auto loans. With pre-approvals, fixed rates on new and used vehicles, and flexible terms, getting an auto loan is straightforward and takes only minutes. No guesswork, no hassle, just a loan designed around your needs and financial goals. Learn more at pebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC.
I walked into McDonald's. I wasn't even going to get the Big Mac. I had a plan. But then the guy in front of me goes,
"The Big Mac Extra Value Meal is $8? Yeah, I'm getting that."
$8? Mouth-watering Big Mac? World-famous fries? Refreshing Dr. Pepper? $8? I forgot what I came in here for. Oh, yeah. I'll get the Big Mac Extra Value Meal, please. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Promotional pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up Inc.
You're listening to the Scott Skyhawks on C92 and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Farrell and Hill Insurance halftime report, and we're talking to the head coach of the Scott Skyhawks, Nick Mullins, and want to talk a little bit about some of the players offensively and defensively. And let's go ahead and start with the defense, because a lot of people kind of shun the defense at times. But what kind of defense are we looking at for the Skyhawks this season?
We're going to be a very fast, competitive, and diverse defense. I got Coach Nick Shreve, who's my defense coordinator. He's coming back, and he's more of a 3-3 stack kind of guy, and that's what he ran at Fairmont, but we won't say nothing about Fairmont State. But we just saw the opportunity that we have a lot of good, fast athletes that can play in space. So we're probably going to look into running like a 4-2-5, and that's with, 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, a nickel with, safeties and corners. And that just gives us more athletes on the field and to fly around and to, make some plays.
So, do you have an experienced defensive team, young, old, little of each class?
It's a little blend of everything. My secondary's a little young. We got a freshman, Bentley Halley, looking at safety. Tanner Simmons, who started, late in the season last year at corner, but he just got an eye and an IQ for the safety. He calls. He's like the quarterback for the defense. Also, he's the quarterback for the offense, but. He's, he makes the calls, gets it adjusted, and puts us in the right positions. Corner, got a senior, Jerry Hicks, and the opposite side is he's a sophomore. His name's Jake Sanders, who, our air patrol. And at linebacker, like our senior, Cooper Grant, Ryan Mounts, who's a sophomore, Drake Daniels, Jaden Dameron, who's a senior, and Liam Franchini at linebackers. At nickel, it's kind of like a hybrid. It's like a safety, but a linebacker. You got a couple of guys fighting for that position who, actually give us a good look with, freshman Maddox Mills, senior Luke Williamson, senior Trent Baldwin, freshman Isaiah Green, who, guys they can play in and out of the box, but also be aggressive. And up front's where it kind of starts. We got almost like a 3-depth chart to where we can get some guys some breaks. Senior Eli Gillespie and senior Charlie Ball, who's our anchors on the edge, with sophomore J.O. Sampson, sophomore Braden Woodrum, sophomore Gavin McMicken, and they're just, man, all three of those interior guys are just big, fast kids and strong. I mean, they work hard. And then on the edge, you got senior Barry. We call him, his nickname's Barry, but it's Ethan Sanders. Those are guys that just, get out and fly around.
Let's switch gears a little bit. Let's flip to the offensive side of the ball. What are we looking at for the Skyhawks offensively?
Well, I don't want to give it away too much, but we've already played 2 scrimmages, so now the cat's out of the bag on what our offense is looking like. We try to keep a little hush-hush because we didn't want to really get it out there for teams to know what we're going to come in. But, it's week 1, so we're looking at running like a wing tee, slot tee is what it's called, with the anchor point of our O-line. And that's the big thing. We got guys that can absolutely move guys. We got Eli Gillespie at tackle, Ryan Mounts, Braden Woodrum at center, Charlie Ball at quick guard, and Gavin McMicken and J.O. Sampson at our tackles. And those guys just fly around and move people. And then our backs, we got tons of backs. You got freshman Bentley Halley. You got senior Ethan Sanders, senior Luke Williamson, Tanner Simmons, who's going to be the quarterback, and then you got Drake Daniels, who's a sophomore, and those guys can really run the ball. And obviously Cooper Grant, our senior, who's going to be our ground and pound guy.
What about when you talk about the quarterback? Is he more of a throw quarterback, a running quarterback? How does he go in the mix with the schemes you got planned?
Tanner is really a guy that can, manage the offense and get everybody put in the position that, needs to be. We don't want to put him in situations where he feels like he's got to win the game. So that's why we try to make the offense look as how it does, is to, put people on the edge or on their toes to where they don't have a good grasp of what we're actually running, because it's just so many things looks like who's getting the ball. So he's a sophomore, he's young. We just don't want to put too much pressure on him. But yeah, he can throw the rock for sure.
What do you expect out of these guys? When you step back and take a look at your opponents, I know you've already started scouting, but what's your expectations of this team this season?
My expectations is just go out, play hard, play fast, physical, and control what we can control. Don't have silly penalties. to where, it puts us in bad situations. The offense is not made to be 1st and 15, 1st and 20, or 2nd and 20, 2nd and 15. It's not an offense that, that can work with you being that far back. You have to be, 3 to 4 yards positive every play. That way, when we get to that situation on 3rd and 4th down, we should be in 3rd and 2 or 4th and 1 or 4th and inches. And, I'm kind of going to be aggressive, and we're going to go for it. We're going to play aggressive football.
All right, we need to take a break, and we'll be back with more with the coach. After this break, we're talking to Coach Nick Mullins, head coach of the Scott Skyhawks. You're listening to the Farrell & Hill Insurance Halftime Report here on WZAC and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Maybe you don't need more cars. You just need the right car for your life and your budget. At Thornhill Mitsubishi, a new 2026 Outlander Sport with all-wheel control is as low as $24,950. Want more room? Save up to $6,000 on select new 2026 Outlander SE all-wheel drive models. Or get an Outlander Sport with payments starting at $399 a month with zero cash down. Plus, buy any new Mitsubishi in August and get a $250 gas card. So let's find the Mitsu that fits you. Find your Mitsu at ThornhillMitsubishi.com and take the road to total savings to Thornhill Motor Mile, US 119 in Chapmanville. See Thornhill for complete details.
Fall and winter are just around the corner, and Burnside Hardware in Danville has everything you need to get your home ready. Shop our large selection of steel and Cub Cadet power equipment with in-house service and parts available. Fun plumbing and electrical supplies, heaters in electric, gas, and propane, plus animal feed and deer attractants. We also carry furniture, appliances, and Valspar paints in all your favorite colors. Let our courteous staff help you with your next project. Burnside Hardware in Danville, everything you need, all in one place.
Z92 Country.
Turn it up loud.
WZAC. Danville, Madison, West Virginia.
Welcome back to the Farrell & Hill Insurance Halftime Report. Joining us now is the head coach of the Scott Skyhawks, Nick Mullins. And what do you think when you hear that word head coach? Is it still sinking in, or is it pretty realistic at this point?
It's still a blessing every day. It's like every day I wake up and it's like a dream come true, knowing that, at a certain point when I played here and, set my heart and blood, sweat, and tears, poured my heart and everything into this program, now I can say I'm the head coach to this program.
You graduated back in 06 and, pretty respectable ball player yourself, but what's kind of happened in the life of Nick Mullins from the time you graduated high school to this point?
Well, after I graduated from football, or from Scott High School, I went to West Virginia State, played football, was there for, 4 to 5 years. I ended up getting hurt and tearing up my shoulder and had surgery on my labrum and all that. So, that kind of delayed the process on my football. So played another 2 years after that, and then, graduated, got my degree, and had my daughter, and, and got a job and became an adult.
You grew up.
Yeah, I grew up. Actually went through the police academy for the Hatfield McCoy. And then once I graduated the police academy, Coach Griff asked me if I'd be interested in coming back and helping out. So I think that year was 2012 or 2013 season that I came back and helped Coach Griff, who was my head coach while I played here. And, it was a good time. We had a good year that year. Actually, I take that back. We had a terrible year that year. But then the year after that, we had a good year. And, that team was, a young team, a lot of good athletes. And they ended up going to the playoffs and playing, I think, Nicholas County that year or the year after that. And that we, lost the first round, so.
It was cold and snowy.
Yes, I didn't get to go because my second son, he was born that night, and we were in the hospital. I'm sitting there watching on my phone, and I was like, I'm glad I'm not there, but so it was a good time.
But you was talking about Coach Griffith. What a mentor he has been to so many young men over the years. What kind of mentor was he to you?
I mean, playing for him, he was one of the greatest coaches that, I've had in my career. He not only cared for you as a football player, but, he treated you like part of a family, part of his family, and really, if you bought into the program and bought into everything that he tried to instill in you, he loved you like a son, and he treated me like one as well. And I look to him as a father figure, even as a more than a coach. But still to this day, I'll message him here and there. Like when I first got the job, he was the first person I messaged and called, like, "Hey, Coach, I got it," and then he was just so tickled. And it's just an honor to to come from playing from him and to have that passed down, and it's just an honor.
That's funny. Just I'm sitting here thinking, because my son played for him the first year he was a head coach, and I can remember many nights he and I sitting on his couch at his house working on building in the background the quarterback club, and then moved on to different things. But yeah, super gentleman. But anyway, when did you have the desire that you really thought in the back of your mind you'd like to become the head coach?
Honestly, about the time that I played and everything, it was always kind of a dream or something like that sooner or later that I could give back to my community, give back to my program. And like I said earlier, just after you do so much into this community, into this program, you always want to look back and say, man, it'd be nice to actually be the main guy one day. But after having kids and stuff like that, I coached the Danville Hawks, and that really brought me back into the love of football, because I just coached some kids that were just ready to love and learn the game. And actually, it's my freshman group that I have this year that I coached my very first time into the Danville Hawks, and was the A team. We ended up going to second place that year, going to the championship and everything, got beat by Chapmanville. But that was a good group of kids, and I'm glad to have them, and to actually look at that and be like, man, if I would get them in high school, that would be special. And it's, like I said, it's a dream come true, because now I got them, and and the pieces to go with what we have this year with my senior leadership and juniors and sophomores. It's a great group of kids, and they're just hungry and ready to win some football games.
Let's talk about your coaching staff a little bit. You've made a few changes on a lot of the faces on the sidelines, or same people that's been here for the last several years.
Yeah, Jeremy brought me back, or brought me onto the staff, I should say. Glenn Fry, who's was the offense coordinator for Jeremy, he called me just one random day, and I was like, "Hey, Glenn Fry, nice to talk to you and all that. Won't you come and help Matt Fry, the quarterback, who's an absolute animal and dog?" He's like, "I need somebody to work with him, push him to the next level." And I was like, you know what, that sounds fun. I might do it. So Jeremy brought me on staff, and I helped, and I've never looked back that year. I think it was 2023. It would have been Matt's senior year. So, and then kind of started seeing how things work. Jeremy was a great head coach. He showed, the role of, being a head coach for football, but also being the guy that has to do the marketing, the liaisons of everything, and the head honcho, and almost, just to run the program. And you're not just a coach in football. You got to do a lot of other stuff, and he's helped me tremendously, leaving stuff behind to help me with that. And just, I could call him right now. I think I called him the other night. It was like 3-hour conversation, me and him just, talking.
So what's your plans for the Skyhawks? Are you feel like in a rebuilding year? Do you think this is a year that you can make a statement? What kind of team we looking at overall?
To say that we were young and inexperienced, I would be cutting these kids down so much, because we got freshmen and sophomore in the starting lineup. I have a good solid group of seniors. I've had quite a few seniors. I got 10. Now actually I got 11, because I have a returning player that's came back this week. We thought he wasn't going to get to play due to a neck injury, but I guess he's found the love for it and came back out. So now I got 11. But to say that we're going to be young and in a rebuild year, it'd be a discredit to these kids, because they've worked so hard in the off season. They've been here, they've bought in, and they literally would run through a wall, I feel, for me if, this coaching staff asked them to do that. But to be honest, I feel like we're going to surprise some people. I can't say we got a target on our back because we're not there yet, but I do feel like if you think we're going to be an underdog, we're probably going to come out and show you how we play.
All right, talking to head coach of the Scott Skyhawks, Nick Mullins. We'll continue our conversation a little later in tonight's broadcast. You're listening to the Farrell & Hill Insurance Halftime Report here on WZAC and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
I'm Jeremy Caldwell, owner of Caldwell Insurance Agency, located at 322 Phipps Avenue in Danville. We are your local insurance agent. We provide auto, home, commercial, and life insurance. We also offer health insurance here at the agency. We are focused on helping you and your family not only save money, but protect your most valuable assets. We want to make sure when the unexpected happens, we have you covered. So please call us at 304-369-9082. Caldwell Insurance. Let our family help protect your family.
The Handley Funeral Home in Danville began with humble beginnings back in 1967 and has grown and expanded their services over time to the region they serve. The Handley family of businesses now includes Danville Memorial Park, Memory Gardens, Boone Memorial Park, Danville Monument Company, and the Handley Funeral Home has expanded to 3 locations. The Handley family would like to thank you and your families for allowing them to be a part of our community for over 50 years.
Miller Brothers Pharmacy is your locally owned and operated community pharmacy dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. At Miller Brothers Pharmacy, you can count on fast personal attention provided by our experienced and caring staff. They are conveniently located and have a drive-up window for your convenience and offer free delivery in the Madison and Danville area. Your community-minded pharmacy, Miller Brothers Pharmacy, Main Street, Madison.
If you're in the market for a new ride, you'll find that there are many good reasons to buy your next car at Stevens. That's right, Stevens Auto Center in Danville. Maybe the reason is our great selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles that are on sale every day. Or maybe it's the new Fords that are arriving daily. And maybe it's a used vehicle. We have an awesome selection with over 200 to choose from. Shop us online all the time at stevensauto.com or come see us at Stevens Auto Center in Danville.
Stand by for more exciting action from the Scott Skyhawks on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Back at Scout Field at the half, the score, Chapmanville 17, the Skyhawks 0. And now let's go to Chris Barrett with some stats from the first half of tonight's ball game.
Yeah, Joe, so far we'll start with the Chapmanville Tigers first half statistics. Chapmanville's ran 30 plays, 172 total yards, 5.7 yards per play, 12 total first downs on 3 possessions, which they have scored. Dakota Dalton is 8 of 10 for 79 yards, 8 carries for 34 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jackson Ellison, 10 carries for 47 yards. And then receiving, you've got Lusk with 1 catch for 37 and Bender 4 catches for 29. For Scott, 15 plays, 65 yards, 4.3 yards per play, 3 first downs. On 4 total possessions, 1 turnover due to the fumble. Statistics for Scott rushing, Drake Daniels 7 carries for 51 yards, and then you have Cooper Grant 2 carries for 11 yards.
How many plays did you say Chapmanville ran?
30.
So they've ran twice as many plays as the Skyhawks, and that's where we stand with the score, Chapmanville 17, Scott 0. And the officials are back on the field. Both teams are back out, and Cooper Grant went out to meet with the captain of the Chapmanville team. I presume it was Dalton. I didn't even look and see.
No, I didn't either.
But anyway, looks like we are about ready to get the second half underway, and it's still daylight. That's amazing. I like this 7 o'clock kick. All of our games this season are at 7 p.m. We'll be on the air at 6:30. As well as next Friday when we go to Wayne. There's just no easy way to get to Wayne. I know I probably say that every year, but
it's the WOW trip.
Yeah, that's a fact. There's no easy way to get there.
Way out Wayne.
Way out Wayne. And no Tommy Harmon this year, so.
All right, it's going to be a little bit of a change.
Yeah, really. He's coached
at Wayne since Andrew played back in the early 2000s. So
he did land a good secondary gig, though.
Yeah.
Assistant coach at Huntington High. So.
Yeah. Moved up in the world, maybe. I don't know. So Scott will be kicking off from our right to left. Kicking off for the Skyhawks will be Nick Elkins. And he has been handed the ball to tee it up and kick it away. Tigers have two back deep at the 20.
It's McAllister and Bender back deep.
And a couple of backs at the 35. Scott set and ready. Elkins ready to kick it away. And here comes the kick. High end over end kick. It will bounce at the, and it gets by the Tigers, rolls back inside the 10, and he is nailed at the 9-yard line.
There's a chance.
Scott got it.
Oh.
Apparently not. But what a hit.
Yeah.
It took the bounce at the right time, at the right place, and they are going to spot the ball for the Tigers all the way back at the 9-yard line. That's where the Tigers will put it in play, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver wide to the near side, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Dakota Dalton and Ellison in the backfield. Don't know what we're waiting on now. 2 seconds off the clock. And it looks like we are set and ready. The official signals. Dalton calling the numbers. Takes a snap, drops back, wants to pass. Hail Mary down the field, and there's nobody. Well, actually, there is somebody over there. That was number
1, Brody McAllister.
Okay. I thought he was throwing the ball down the middle of the field, but he was over on the far sideline. So
yeah, he had a step over there on, I believe it's 27, yes, which is Bentley Halley. He had a step on him, just overthrew him and couldn't run underneath it.
2nd and 10. Another quick throw to the far side. It's complete up the sideline. Goes out of bounds up around the, actually they're saying he's down. Just short of the first down by a yard.
I believe that was number 18, Bender.
Dakota Dalton from the gun takes a handoff this time to Ellison. He goes right, and he'll get right at the line. He's close, and gain of 2, and it'll be a first down.
Ellison with a run, first down, Tigers.
He needed 1, ended up getting 2 up to the 20 that time.
First down, Chapmanville at the 20. Clock turning. Hands it off to Ellison. Ellison has a hole up the middle. Still on his feet. And finally, they bring him down up at the 31-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play. He just kept moving right, left, weaving those holes up through there.
Yeah,
it paid off.
I got to give him credit. He has really good vision and able to see the back cuts and the lanes.
And a little short pass incomplete in through the hands of number 1, Brody McAllister. That will stop the clock at 2nd and 10. 10:40 on the clock here in the third quarter.
And I will say, early here, you're seeing Chapmanville very much missing a senior last year that they had on the outside as an outside receiver, which was Trey Ward.
Yep. Dalton rolls this way, comes to the near side, complete at the 40 to number 84, and what a hit by Scott's number 4. Good hit there by Jerry Hicks, but it's enough for another Chapmanville first down on the reception.
Yeah, it's a 16-yard gain, and what this is it's an out route, but it's one of those set out routes. You find the soft spot, you see that the corner is matching you, and you just kind of set down right there.
Dalton throws it in the backfield on the other side, still on his feet across the 45-50. And they finally bring him down after he picks up at least 10 yards. And a flag on the play.
Yeah, another tunnel screen to Easton Bender over on that left side. I think it's going to be on Scott. But,
holding against the Tigers, Brody McAllister. That will bring that one back. Stops the clock at 10:07. First down and 13 now for the Tigers. Dakota Dalton got a man in motion. Dalton takes it, hands it off to Ellison. Oh, and a stiff arm up the middle across the 45 and the 50. And they'll mark it down at the 48, 49.
Yeah, we've talked about the ability he has to make back cuts and his awareness, but right there you just see him just brute force, just stick that arm out into the helmet of a Scott defender and just shove him off, and then he's able to pick up about 8 more yards after that.
Second down and 5. Dalton fires the ball complete this way to number 84 down to the 40. Number 84 is Kyler Blair, his sophomore for Chapmanville. And that'll be a Tiger first down.
Yeah, pick up a 10 on the play down to the 39. Just again, one of those quick screen passes out to the left. Just pitch it out there and hope that your other receiver and your tight end and then your couple of your blockers get out there to open up a hole, and he's able to get upfield.
Drake Walls in the backfield with Dalton. Dalton quickly passes complete to this side. Oh, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 30. Another first down for Chapmanville.
Yeah, Cooper Perry's the recipient of that Dalton pass, and it's just a little hitch route right there. Just goes right there, curls right back in, sets down about 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Dalton delivers a really good ball and a pickup of about 10, maybe 11 yards right there.
Twin receivers each side of the line for Chapmanville. Drake Walls, the running back, in the backfield with the quarterback, Dakota Dalton. Dalton takes the snap, hands it off to Walls. Walls up the middle, threads his way through, gets across the 30 or the 25. And let's see where they spot it.
22, so pick up of about 7. Is that where they spotted at 22?
Still waiting. Yeah, it looks like finally the 22 is where they spot the ball.
That was number 33, Drake Wells,
yep,
on the carry for Chapmanville. And it's just a simple
Walls,
inside handoff.
WALLS is what's on the roster.
Sorry, my fault.
You're bad. Okay.
I can admit when I'm wrong.
And Chapmanville set and ready. Handoff. No, pulled back in. Dakota Dalton had it, and he took a lick from Cooper. Cooper laid the leather on him there on the keeper.
I don't know if that was a busted play or if it was an RPO look that Dalton just didn't like or what it was.
Yeah, he put it in the hands of the running back, and then he pulled it back at the last split second.
He just didn't seem confident keeping that one.
$16 seconds, 15 seconds on the play clock. Dalton set and ready. Fires the pass complete to the near side, and they get him at the 15. It's going to be another first down for Chapmanville.
Yeah, again, it's just one of those things to where Perry just finds a soft spot in the zone coverage right there and sets down right at the 15. Dalton delivers a really good ball once he gets out of his cut and is able to pick up that first down.
Chapmanville taking their time getting set. Dalton set and ready. Takes a snap, hands it off to Ellison. Ellison into the line. Runs into a buzzsaw of a couple Skyhawks players. Gain of a yard.
Short gain, second down. Looks like they're going to get him closer to 2.
A yard and a half. 1.5. Dalton set and ready. Takes a snap, fires a pass, and it's complete to the near side, still on his feet. He is almost into the end zone. Kyler Blair with the catch.
Yeah, that's another one of those just quick hitters. He just turns. Dalton gets the snap, turns directly to his right, and fires it out there to the receiver.
Dalton keeps it. He goes in, and it's a touchdown. It was a 2-yard run. In the third quarter, Chapmanville puts another one on the board. 5:50 on the clock. McClanahan back to kick the extra point. Snap is back, ball down, flag on the play. It's through the uprights.
McClanahan's PAT is good. There's a flag on the play.
Motion against the Tigers. Here, Bill Luskover talking offsides on Scott. So they'll back it up 5, and McClanahan will kick it to the baseball field once again.
Yeah, he
Snap
definitely has
is
the
back,
leg.
and it's a high kick this time. It is good. And the Tigers take a 24-0 lead over the Skyhawks. We'll step aside, take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Feeling sick or dealing with a minor injury and don't want to wait? The Walk-In Care Center at Boone Memorial Health Danville Clinic is ready to see you today. They're open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. with no appointment and no long waits. Just quality care for minor illnesses and injuries for patients of all ages. Visit the Walk-In Care Center at BMH's Danville Clinic at 304th Street in Danville, or learn more about the clinic online at bmh.org.
Today's cars feature technology we once only dreamed about. Unfortunately, no one's invented anything yet that stops that minivan from pulling out in front of you or that bedroom dresser from falling off the back of that pickup truck. That's why more and more folks in West Virginia are switching to the FB Insurance Company, West Virginia. Whether it's auto, home, or farm insurance you need, we're there to provide the protection and service you expect. For more information, contact Farrell and Hill Insurance Agency, 492 Main Street in Madison.
Now, back to more black and gold football. Here is Joe Linville and Chris Barrett.
Back to Scout Field. 5:50 remains in the third quarter. Chapmanville leads Scott by a score of 24-0. McClanahan kick up in, and Scott's going to take it on the run at the 4-yard line across the 10, 15, 20. Still on his feet at the 25, 30. And a nice return there by the Skyhawks.
Bentley Halley.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, that was a gutsy move, and he made it pay off that time for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, really good wedge blocking over on that left side. He picked and chose. Didn't go upfield too quick, let the blocking line, and he was able to find a seam on that right side and up towards the sideline over there.
Ball spotted at the 33-yard line, rather. Yeah. And the Skyhawks have it 1st and 10. Skyhawks out of the huddle, quickly set, turns, hands it off in the backfield. Up the middle, still on his feet across the 35, up to close to the 38. On the carry for Scott, number 13, Drake Daniels. Gain of 6. All right.
39.
Looks like Jerry Hicks carries the play in for Scott. Here comes Skyhawks out of the huddle. Plenty of time on the play clock. They are set and ready. Simmons turns, hands it off, and he has caught the line, goes forward for a yard, maybe 2.
Can't tell. Is that Cooper Grant?
I don't know. It was Cooper Grant. And gain of half a yard.
He got the first down.
Oh, he got the first down. That's all he needed for it. Oh, okay.
He's up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah.
Gain
okay.
of 5.
Okay, we'll take it. I didn't realize he was that close to the first down. Didn't look up at the sticks. First down, Scott. Ball at the Skyhawk. 44. First and 10.
And Scott's going to take a timeout.
Yep, and time expires on the play clock. 4:19 to go in the third quarter. Chapmanville 24, Scott 0. We'll be back after this break on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Hi, it's Elise from People's Bank. Strong communities don't happen by accident. They're built. At People's Bank, we've spent more than a century helping individuals, families, neighborhoods, and businesses grow with confidence. Whether you're opening your first account or financing your next big idea, we're here with local expertise, guidance, and a commitment to serving and strengthening our communities. Learn more at pebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC.
Let's get back to the action. Here is the voice of the Scott Skyhawks, Joe Linville.
Back at Skyhawk Field, 4:19 to go in the third quarter. Skyhawks have the ball, first and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Tanner Simmons calling signals. A sophomore quarterback takes it, turns, hands it, and he's trying to get outside to number 5. Oh, and a big hit carrying the ball for Scott was Luke Williamson. He did a lot of running for, 3 yards, maybe 4? 3 yards?
Yeah. 3-yard pickup up to the 40.
And we got a Skyhawk down at midfield.
If you're Scott here and head coach Nick Mullins, and the offensive coordinator Glenn Fry, you're just looking for something to build on right here. Pick up a couple first downs. Right now the way Chapmanville's running their offense, you've probably only got one more, maybe a second possession after this anyways. So it's one of those things you're just trying to get something on film that you can look back on and say, hey, this is what we did well. This is what we got to work on. Sustain a drive right here. You've been able to pick up 2 first downs so far, which is a highlight so far statistically wise. So right now you're just looking for something to be able to look back on and say, hey, we did this at least well enough whenever you look on tape tomorrow.
That is Eli Gillespie. He's hopping off the field on 1 foot. He's going to the bench.
That's a big loss for them too.
Yeah, for sure. Skyhawks set and ready to go. 2nd and 3. Hands off up the middle. And he breaks a tackle. He goes forward across the midfield stripe, across the 45, and picks up the first down on the carry. Cooper Grant moves the ball down to the 44 on the Chapmanville side of the field. Is that the deepest they've been this ball game?
Yeah, they've not crossed midfield yet. So.
Well, they have now.
9-yard
Simmons turns, hands it off, and down to the 40, and they spin forward. On the carry is lucky number 13, Drake Daniels. Picks up some more positive yardage. Scott's starting to move the ball a little bit.
Give him 6 yards down to the 38.
All right. 2nd and long 4. Plenty of time on the play clock. Skyhawks come out of the huddle. They move. Once they start out of the huddle, they move quick and get set. They are ready to go. Simmons turns, hands it off to number 27, gets outside, gets a first down and more. On the carry is Bentley Halley.
There's a flag, and it's going to be a legal motion. The outside receiver over there was not set when Bentley Halley went in motion, and that's going to be 5 yards.
Two steps forward, 3 steps backwards. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now for Scott. moves the ball back to the Chapmanville 44. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Skyhawks trail 24-0. But I'll give Scott credit. Even after a couple of Chapmanville scores, they have not given up. They keep playing with, a little effort out there. Skyhawks set and ready. Tanner Simmons goes under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Cooper Grant. Grant got a little running room. Got across the 40. Or he made it to the 40, rather. Yeah, maybe he didn't get anything. I guess there was, he got 3. Third down 7 for Scott. And now the center comes out of the huddle. Now comes the rest of the black and gold. They are set and ready. Turns, takes a snap. Gives it to Drake Daniel once again. This time he comes off the left guard. Gain of 5 on the play. 4th down and 2. Big play here for Scott. Have the ball down to the Chapmanville 35-yard line. Now, what will Glenn Fry pull out of the bag for a play? Here we go. Simmons under center. And I think we had a jump. Yep, right end, I think, jumped over there. And that'll cost Scott 5 yards. Excuse me. Fourth down and 6 now for the Skyhawks. Now a really big play for Scott. 20 seconds on the play clock. Ten seconds. Now here comes the black and gold. Simmons set and ready. Takes the snap. Wants to pass. Drops back. Fires one downfield. Intercepted. Intercepted at the 27. Flag on the play.
I think it's either going to be I don't know if they're going to get him for a full blindside block, but I think it probably is going to be a block in the back right there. But
second turnover of the night for Scott. Oh, sideline call. Whoa.
Oh, okay.
That's costly, though. It moves the ball up to the Chapmanville 45-yard line. 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. Whoa. You don't know what happened over there, Bill Luss, so, you know. He's saying one of the coaches said something they probably shouldn't, which is a good possibility, but I'm just giving a hard time. Chapmanville set and ready, 1st and 10. Dakota throws the ball complete to the near side. Got some room across the 45-50. Goes down to the 45 on the Skyhawks side of the field. 1st and 10, Chapmanville.
Who is that complete to? I'm sorry, I missed it.
84. Dakota Dalton. Handoff. That is Ellison coming out of the backfield. He's across the 40 down to close to the 35.
Yeah, this is a little bit more of what I expected.
Yeah, Chapmanville's getting a little more up-tempo in their snaps. And that's the end of the third quarter play. The score, Chapmanville 24, Scott 0.
We'll be back in 1 minute here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Snooze button or choose button? $5 deals at McDonald's give you options. Start your day with the $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal. Or mix and match 2 for $5 and choose your favorites. Like a savory hot sausage McMuffin with egg or a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles with that sweet taste of maple. Yum! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price. Promotional pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
Maybe you don't need more car. You just need the right car for your life and your budget. At Thornhill Mitsubishi, a new 2026 Outlander Sport with all-wheel control is as low as $24,950. Want more room? Save up to $6,000 on select new 2026 Outlander SE all-wheel drive models. Or get an Outlander Sport with payments starting at $399 a month with zero cash down. Plus, buy any new Mitsubishi in August and get a $250 gas card. So, let's find the Mitsu that fits you. Find your Mitsu at ThornhillMitsubishi.com and take the road to total savings to Thornhill Motor Mile, US 119 in Chapmanville. See Thornhill for complete details.
WCAC, Danville, Madison. Back to the action with the Scott Skyhawks on Z92.
3 quarters in the books and 1 to go as Chapmanville holds on to a 24-0 lead over the Skyhawks. Chapmanville has the ball second and short. Throws a little pass, complete, and taken out of bounds on the far side of the field, right at the 35-yard line. That was enough for the first down.
No, I don't believe it is. I think they're going to say no gain.
Okay, we'll take that. Looks like they're going to back it up, 2nd and 1. Okay, how was?
It's 3rd down.
Oh, okay. I was going to say there's no way it's 2nd and 1. And Dalton, still moving down the field. That was Ellison on the carry. Big gain for the Tigers.
He's going to get down to about the 22-yard line. That's when we pick up a 14.
Prior to last year, Scott had won 4 of the games, but prior to that, Chapmanville had won 5 prior. Pass complete and a lateral backwards. Now Chapmanville's trying to pull the trick plays out of the bag.
Who is that, number 20? Oh, they shoved it back to Ellison. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it was originally complete to number 8.
Yep, I think you're right.
Billy Bob. Billy Bob. Okay. Billy Bob. Okay. Varsity Blues. Yes. Yeah. But on this play, Thompson knew what he was doing. Yeah. Billy Bob was running around lost on the play.
Comes Gavin McMicken out of the ball game. First and goal for the Tigers. Ball at the 5-yard line. Ellison.
Incomplete.
It was incomplete pass, yeah.
I was
going to say, I thought it was a handoff to Ellison and a fake pass, but I didn't see the pass.
It was intended for number 8, which is Perry. It was a really good route. It was one of those set routes, out routes where you sit down right at the coverage. It was a good ball delivered by Dalton, just a little too hot, and Perry went right through his hands.
Here we go. Dalton coming left, wants to throw it, fires one down the way. It's tipped, and it's incomplete off the hand of number 1, Brody McAllister. It goes incomplete. 3rd down and goal now for the Tigers.
That's one of those they're going to look back. I honestly think that ball was to number 18, Easton Bender, who was in the back of the end zone running a little corner route, but Dalton kind of threw it low, and McAllister got his hand on it thinking it was intended for him, just a high pass.
McAllister, the lone running back, and the ball comes by the quarterback. He's going back for it. He picks it up and throws it away.
That's grounding. It didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. That's grounding, yeah.
I don't see. Yeah, now they finally throw a flag. Yeah, he just ran back up. He was not out of the pocket or anything. He just picked it up and whirled it out of bounds.
Yeah, you at least got to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And it did not. It was about a yard and a half short of even making it back to the line of scrimmage.
He threw it almost just sideways at a slight angle.
So that'll be a spot foul. So that ball should be back to the 20.
Intentional grounding on Chapmanville.
Yeah.
They'll back the ball up to the 25-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 25 for Chapmanville. And they're going to bring on McClanahan to attempt a field goal.
Yep.
They'll spot it at the 32. It'll be a 42-yard field goal. Snap, kick, and it's got the distance. He's got it. 42-yard field goal. I think Bill Lusk over is a little excited. Do you think?
I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean,
that is.
It's not something you see in southern West Virginia, at least. I know there's a couple really good specialists up north, but down here in the south, we don't like to kick it on 4th down, so you don't see that very often.
Yeah, really. So Ashton McClanahan kicks his 2nd field goal of the ball game. And that will take Chapmanville to a 27-0 lead. So Scott will try to regroup this week, and as they get ready to go to Wayne next week. Then back home against Sissonville. McClanahan now has it teed up. Once again at the 40. In the end zone or not? Nope, it's way short. Kicks it high, and it rolls out of bounds.
Be a legal procedure. So come out to the 35.
That's better than 20.
Yeah.
I may be out of town. I haven't decided for the Polka game, maybe.
Okay.
I'll let you know this. I need to talk to my wife and to see what our plans are. Actually, 1st and 10, Scott at the 35. Simmons takes it. Snap and a whistle.
Seems to be the theme here in the second half.
I
First
know.
half was fairly clean.
I know, for a first game especially, yeah. Scott. Scott must have took a timeout.
I have no idea.
Apparently that's what they did. Tanner Simmons come over and talked to Glenn Fry and heads back to the huddle. Now here they come. 1st and 10, Scott. Quarterback goes under center, takes, turns, hands it off to Daniels. Daniels across the 40, gets crossed up, maybe up to the 41, 42. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 42, a gain of 7. 2nd down. Yeah, I don't know. Did they give him
about 6.5?
Yeah, 6. A little over 6. I guess we'll have to give him 6. You can give him 7.
I gave him
I don't
7.
care. I don't care.
It's okay.
2nd down and 4. Clock rolling, 9:23 to go in the ball game. Scout set. Turns, hands off to number 27, coming to the near side, trying to get outside, and he does. Gets up near the 50. On the carry is Bentley Halley, and he'll pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, needed 3 and ended up getting 7 yards on the play up to the 49-yard line.
Being chased by those white and black uniforms Chapmanville wearing tonight. They don't have much of orange on at all. The orange stripe on their helmet and the orange C on the side of the helmet. About it. Scout set ready. 1st and 10. Turns, hands. Halley on the carry. Turns, spin, still on his feet. And the ball's popped away, but it's recovered by Scott. He should have been down up at the 45. Gain of 6 on the play. I'll tell you what, Scott's taking some beating out there, but they keep on ticking.
Yeah, there is a lot to like about what you've seen here tonight. As you said earlier, alluded to earlier, Scott's not backing down, especially on the offense. They're still getting their blocks. They're not having the luck of being able to get in the end zone. They've started to pick up some first downs, and there's a lot on tape that Coach Mullins and this Scott coaching staff can go back and look at tomorrow or Sunday morning and look at and say that they're happy with.
2nd down and 3. Simmons. Yeah.
Yeah. Tanner's going to have to come off.
Okay, now they had to come off for an equipment infraction.
Yeah.
Now it looks like number 9 going on the field is Isaiah Green, freshman quarterback. We had a good freshman class come in this year and supposedly have another good freshman class coming this fall, or next fall, I guess you might say. And he bobbled the ball. And we lose on the play.
Yeah, fumbled. Cooper Grant was able to pick it up, but not before Chapmanville was able to be right in his face. Loss of 2 on the play, back to the 47.
Actually, 44, 46. 3rd down 5 for Scott. From the huddle they come. Simmons back in the lineup. Oh, there was a lot of jumping.
Yeah.
Scott's pointing at Chapmanville, but the officials are pointing toward Scott. So the black and gold jump first. Back to the 49. 3rd down and 10 now for Scott. Still 6:47 to go in the ball game. And it's just 9 o'clock. And I've run all day. Had to go down and down to meet with Jeremy Caldwell today, and he and I got to talking about smoking food. Man, what a conversation. Here we go. Tanner Simmons under, turns, number 13, goes around the left side. Gain of 2 on the play, on the carry, Drake Daniels. I thought I liked to smoke food, but he likes it. I think he calls it a hobby.
I feel that. I'm a huge fan of it as well.
And he does baked beans, potatoes.
That's why I'm not a small man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told him I like to eat. 4th down for Scott. On the punt is Fenway Jones. Standing back at his own 38-yard line. Low snap. He gets a kick away and hits at 35. Get on it, boys. It rolls down to the 20, and that's where Scott will down it.
That was actually tipped.
That makes it a loose ball, doesn't it? Nope. Okay.
It's tipped off the foot, so therefore it still remains.
Nick's down there with his arms out like questioning it. Anyway, Chapmanville, 1st and 10 at their own 20 with 5:26 to go in the game. And Ellison runs up the middle, in and out. Still on his feet at 35-40, 45-50, still going. And he breaks another tackle. He's wide open. He's got one shot left to get him. And they are going to, I was going to say, they take him down at the 1 or the 2 yard line. Why didn't they just go ahead and, daggone. He was in and out, and he got up here but near midfield, and it was wide open. It was him against the wind.
79-yard run.
And my money is Dakota Dalton will run the ball into the end zone.
You've got to give it a 22 and let him try to finish it right here.
Yeah, I agree, and they do give it to Ellison, and he is in the end zone. Jackson Ellison. Into the end zone with 4:46. 79 yards.
Yep. 79-yard, 1 yard run.
Oh, well, a 2 yard run into the end zone, yeah. 79 yard set it up. McClanahan on to kick the extra point. At a flag.
Offsides.
Chapmanville now leads 33-0. Offsides against the Skyhawks. Was it offsetting penalties?
No, it was declined. Offsides against Scott. Chapmanville declined it.
Oh, okay. Ball down, kick away. It is good. Ashton McClanahan with another point in the ball game. I think he's, other than Dalton, he's the leading scorer. Score now. Chapmanville 34. Scott 0. So the Skyhawks huddle up with Coach Nick Mullins and the offensive coordinator. Get some direction here. Probably what will be their last drive of the game. Skyhawks on the field. Now here come the Tigers. So McClanahan has it teed up. He will kick it from the 40. Now the Tigers come back. .446 to go in the ball game. And there's the kick. It will go out of bounds over around the 10-yard line. So it will be 1st and 10, Scott at the 35. So Scott, 1st and 10. They huddle up, 22 seconds on the play clock. Center comes to the ball. Skyhawks come to the ball. Simmons under center. Hands off into the backfield. And a whistle. Cooper Grant takes the handoff, but a flag on the play. And it looks like it's going to be offsides against Scott. It'll be first down 15 now for the Skyhawks. Into the lineup for Scott. Ball at the 30. Simmons comes over, gets to play. From Glenn Fry, the offensive coordinator for Scott. In motion. Handoff. Cooper Grant has the ball. Comes to the near side, still on his feet at the 35. It takes two Tigers to bring him down. He's back inside the 10, so it will be a gain of 7. Second down and 8. Moves the ball back up to the 37-yard line. Here come the Skyhawks. Back to the ball. Simmons set and ready. Takes a snap, turns, hands it off to number 5 for Scott. Goes around the left side. That is Luke Williamson. He's across the 40 up to the, see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 43-yard line. Gain of 5, 3rd and 2. Out of the huddle. Simmons calling the numbers for Scott. And a flag on the play. That will be a motion call against Scott. Probably against number 27, Halley. He was moving before the ball was snapped. Oh, it was offsides on Chapmanville. So the 5-yard penalty will be an automatic first down. Yeah. That moves the ball up to the Scott 48-yard line. Third and should be 1st and 10, Scott. Simmons turns, gives it to Cooper Grant. He's got some room. He's at the 50. They trip him up. He falls forward to the 49-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7 now for the Skyhawks. Clock turning with 2:50 to go in the ball game. Skyhawks trail 34-0. Appreciate the text and so forth. We got folks watching and listening across the United States. They're Skyhawks. Here we go. Second down and 7. Turns, hands off to Williamson, trying to get around the outside. They get off on him once, and he lost maybe a couple of yards over there. It's back to the 50. Third and 10 once again for Scott. Clock stops with 2:26 to go in the ball game. Play clock at 15 and rolling. Here come the black and gold once again. Simmons been under center all night. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Williamson. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll go forward for maybe a yard. 4th down for the Skyhawks. Gain of 2. Moves the ball right at the 50. 4th down and 8 for Scott. Clock continues to roll. 2 minutes to go in the game. Scott taking a long And Scott will take a timeout. A timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. 1:33 to go in the game. Chapmanville leads Scott by a score of 34-0 here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Fall and winter are just around the corner, and Burnside Hardware in Danville has everything you need to get your home ready. Shop our large selection of steel and Cub Cadet power equipment with in-house service and parts available. Fun plumbing and electrical supplies, heaters in electric, gas, and propane, plus animal feed and deer attractants. We also carry furniture, appliances, and Valspar paints in all your favorite colors. Let our courteous staff help you with your next project. Burnside Hardware in Danville, everything you need, all in one place.
WZAC-FM, Danville, Madison.
What a punt by Scott. And the ball hit the 25, rolled back to the 20, and that's where Chapmanville will put it in play for the final time with 1:09 to go in the contest. So the Skyhawks defense making their way back to the field. And they'll start the drive at the 20, looks like the 23-yard line. Now they got it back at the 21. Tigers come out of the huddle. And Ashley Dalton still in the quarterback. Look, they got a couple different backs in now. Well, actually, number 3 is still back there. And time expires on the play clock. And Chapmanville takes a timeout. And we'll take a 30-second timeout here on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Hey, this is Jeremy Caldwell, owner of Caldwell Insurance Agency. We're located here at 322 5th Avenue in Danville. When you call us, we want to find you the best rates, but not only that, we want to make sure you are properly covered. If you're involved in an accident, you call us. You don't call a 1-800 number. You don't call across cities. You call us. We are your local agent. We want to make sure that you get back to where you need to be. We support your local communities, so please call us at 304-369-9082. Caldwell Insurance. Let our family help protect your family.
Now, back to more black and gold football. Here is Joe Linville and Chris Barrett.
Back at Scout Field with 1:09 to go in the ball game. Chapmanville takes timeout, and here comes the Tigers to the field. 15 seconds on the play clock. And it looks like we got a different quarterback and for the Tigers. Got a man in motion. And a pitch out to number 3. He gets loose from him. He goes to the far side of the field, turns upfield. And finally he's taken down over around near the 40-yard line. Calling the signals for Chapmanville is Xander Harris. Takes the clock down to 56 seconds. Move the sticks. First down, Chapmanville. Ball at the 39-yard line. Quarterback from the gun, calling signals. Man in motion. Pitch out back there once again to number 3. He runs, and there's a flag on the play. Another flag on the play. He was finally tackled beginning at the 50, ended up at about the 47 of Scott. But now the officials will have to sort and see what the flags are for. So the penalty against the Tigers, they mark it back at the 36-yard line. It will be first down and 13. 40 seconds on a turning clock. Chapmanville comes out of the huddle. 30 seconds. Quarterback calling numbers, takes a snap, pitches over once again to number 3, and they catch him in the backfield and take him down for a loss on the play. That will be the final play of the ball game. Chapmanville comes up with back-to-back wins over the Skyhawks last year at Barker Stadium and again this year at Skyhawk Field. Final score, Chapmanville 34, Scott 0. We'll step aside, take a break, and then Chris Barrett will catch up with Coach Nick Mullins in a moment. You're listening to Scott Skyhawk Football on WZAC and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
The Handley Funeral Home has been committed to providing the highest quality of services to the residents they serve since 1967. Their compassionate staff is ready to serve your family at a moment's notice. Handleys provide a wide range of service to honor the wishes of your loved ones and meet the needs of your family. The Handley family is proud to be part of our community, helping families connect, honor, and remember. Handley Funeral Home, Danville.
Miller Brothers Pharmacy goes above and beyond normal everyday service to make sure your prescriptions and medical needs are met with the highest standards. If you take multiple prescriptions a day, talk to Miller Brothers Pharmacy about multi-dose packaging. Your prescriptions are packed into a convenient package with a date and timestamp when it needs taken. Conveniently located with a drive-up window and free delivery within the Madison and Danville area. Miller Brothers Pharmacy, Main Street, Madison.
If you're in the market for a new ride, you'll find that there are many good reasons to buy your next car at Stevens. That's right, Stevens Auto Center in Danville. Maybe the reason is our great selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles that are on sale every day. Or maybe it's the new Fords that are arriving daily. And maybe it's a used vehicle. We have an awesome selection with over 200 to choose from. Shop us online all the time at stevensauto.com or come see us at Stevens Auto Center in Danville.
Something fresh has arrived in Madison. Market on Main, a new regional destination for local produce, meats, dairy, baked goods, honey, jams, and unique artisan creations, is now open every Thursday through Sunday. Brought to life by the Boone Memorial Health Foundation, Market on Main will be a place to shop local and even find events, workshops, and family-friendly live entertainment. Market on Main. Come grow with us. Visit bmh.org to learn more.
West Virginians believe that if you truly want to take care of something valuable, say your car or your home, you don't just turn it over to strangers. Maybe that's why more and more folks are insuring their cars, trucks, farms, and homes with FB Insurance Company, West Virginia. Make the switch. We're committed to providing honest, trustworthy service to help you experience the calm after the storm damage. The FB Insurance Company. Coverage when it counts. For more information, contact the Farrell & Hill Insurance Agency, 492 Main Street, Madison. Insuring your local community for over 75 years.
Follow all the action of the Scott Skyhawks here on WZAC and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Back to Skyhawk Field, Coach Nick Mullins got the Skyhawks huddled up. Chris Barrett is there waiting on him to finish up. And let's quickly run down the scoring drives from the ball game. Dakota Dalton, the quarterback for Chapmanville, scored on the first touchdown of the game on a 4-yard run, 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Ashton McClanahan come on, kick the extra point. Chapmanville led 7-0. Then with 8:32 to go in the second quarter, Ashton McClanahan come on and hit a 30-yard field goal. Took the score to Chapmanville 10, Scott 0. And before the half, Dakota Dalton added another touchdown. And this one was on a 1-yard run. McClanahan kicked the extra point, and Chapmanville led at the half by a score of 17-0. Then in the third quarter with 5:50 to go, Dalton scored on a 3-yard run. McClanahan once again booted the extra point. But a highlight for Ashton McClanahan came with in the fourth quarter, 9:54 to go in the game. Kicked a 42-yard field goal for Chapmanville. They led it 27-0. Then Jackson Ellison, after a 79-yard run, added the 2 extra yards, put it in the end zone. McClanahan with the final point of the game. Final score, Chapmanville Regional Tigers 34, Scott 0. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and we'll be back. Hopefully we'll be back with Coach Nick Mullins after this. You're listening to Scott Skyhawk Football on WZAC, the Skyhawk Sports Network, and Video Productions.
Hi, it's Elise. Picture this, the sun shining, your windows down, your favorite song playing on the radio, and you're behind the wheel of something new. At People's Bank, we make that moment a reality with our auto loans. With pre-approvals, fixed rates on new and used vehicles, and flexible terms, getting an auto loan is straightforward and takes only minutes. No guesswork, no hassle, just a loan designed around your needs and financial goals. Learn more at pebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC.
Snooze button or choose button? $5 deals at McDonald's give you options. Start your day with the $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal. Or mix and match 2 for $5 and choose your favorites. Like a savory hot sausage McMuffin with egg or a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles with that sweet taste of maple. Yum! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price. Promotional pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
Follow all the action of the Scott Skyhawks here on WZAC and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Back to Skyhawk Field. And now let's go down to the field. Chris Barrett with Coach Nick Mullins. And now let's go down to the field. Here is Chris Barrett with Coach Nick Mullins.
Coach Mullins, first game out here as a head coach. What did you see on the field tonight?
I mean, anytime you take a loss, it's tough. But again, with positive, there is negative. We shot ourselves in the foot a lot. We can't do that offensively. We can't be a 1st and 20, 1st and 15, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15. We can't be that. Not with this offense we run. We get positive yards, then we shoot ourselves in the foot. We get a big play, then next play we get a false start or shoot ourselves in the foot. Overall, that's a great football team. They're AAA. But at the end of the day, we moved it. I mean, we did move it, and we made them earn that win. The scoreboard doesn't say that, but I felt like on the field, they felt like we were there. We competed, and I like that. Our boys competed till the time was 0-0.
Yeah, and one of the things you can't coach, and that's one of the things I'm sure you're preaching is you can't coach effort, and that was something that jumped off to me here in this first game. Was they got punched in the mouth early, the defense made an adjustment, and I felt like kind of made an adjustment in the run game and kind of caused a little bit of havoc there that second drive, but they were never out of it. They never looked out of it.
No, we was never out of it. I think at halftime it was 21-0. That's 3 scores, and I felt like if we came out of half, got a good stop, we could have got back into the game, and then, things happen. It is what it is, and it's football. Sometimes you got to play the perfect game against a good team, and we just didn't do it. We played average.
Next week you got to go way out Wayne. What's the message as you come into practice this week and try to remain healthy for that game?
Well, that's the main thing. You said healthy. I think we're healthy. I didn't get significant injuries that I know of, but. Chapmanville's over. Game's over. It's on the Wayne now, so it's wipe the slate clean and just worry about Wayne now.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Chris Barrett down talking to head coach Nick Mullins. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll have some stats, and we'll have our Caldwell Insurance McDonald's Player of the Game. After this, you're listening to Scott Skyhawk Football on WZAC, WZAC925.com, the Skyhawk Sports Network, and Video Productions.
Maybe you don't need more cars. You just need the right car for your life and your budget. At Thornhill Mitsubishi, a new 2026 Outlander Sport with all-wheel control is as low as $24,950. Want more room? Save up to $6,000 on select new 2026 Outlander SE all-wheel drive models. Or get an Outlander Sport with payments starting at $3,000.